Hello. Hi. It's Friday
Hi.
Mayhem. Welcome,
Woo
welcome.
woo!
Our darling
Oh,
Joe
my
Bob's
goodness.
here.
Hi, I'm
Yay.
Joe Bob.
And Neil's here.
I am.
Yes, here.
So welcome, welcome. Here we be on Friday night because we have some Christmas lights.
Oh, my goodness. But do you know what? Monday night, I missed Monday night. I don't know how many
I did
other
too.
sad people tuned in, got ready, got situated, and then nothing happened. I was at work and I'm working away and I'm going, oh, quick, I better put my headphones on. I'll be listening to the girls. And then it come to the right time and I thought, no, there's no thumbnail. There's no Monday night because we're doing Friday night.
It threw me off. Having so many days with it totally threw me off. Hey,
Yeah.
Chad,
Sorry if you
welcome.
missed us. Hey, chat.
Welcome.
So I
Joe
hope
Bob
we
and
didn't
Neil's here.
confuse people. I was confused. I
Well,
felt really bad for people.
I posted it a couple places to remind people.
Here's my dinner from last night and breakfast today, and I packed my lunch. I've got some pastrami, Swiss cheese, and aioli, garlic aioli. I've packed
that sounds
everything
good.
because I've been to work today. Hello, good evening. It is Saturday morning here. I've been to work. I packed my lunch at work. I made, I'm not going to spill it. We're not drinking today because I'm going back to work. I got my Milwaukee pack out double coffee there. I was hoping to see Morgie, but anyway, I've got my coffee for later. And because I've been thinking about Amy a lot, I got my ice cream out. I'm going to have my ice cream first because it's going to melt. It's 20 degrees. It's 20 degrees, going on 23 soon. So let's have ice cream while you all tell me what you've been doing. I've missed you for the last 3 weeks.
I know. Before we forget, I said something to Therese. Do we want to do our Christmas party your next Friday? The first week of December?
Oh, first Friday.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Next
Oh,
Friday.
yeah, let's.
It's Thanksgiving.
When's the first Friday? Is it the 1st of December?
Yeah,
No.
it's the first Friday in December. It's
It's
like
like
whatever
the
date that is.
Oh,
third or
heck.
fourth.
It's like the third or fourth.
Why not? Okay,
Well, I'm just
perfect.
thinking
Why
that
not?
Otherwise, Joe Bob can't be there.
Right.
It's the 6th,
Mm.
Oh.
December
Oh,
6th.
perfect.
Oh, that's reasonable.
You want
Yeah,
Joe
let's
Bob
get
there?
in early.
That way,
Yeah,
other
we'll-
people.
Neil
We'll
will have
have their
time to
own
get
stuff.
his Santa suit ready and dry cleaned, and
Yeah, then we won't interfere with other people's Christmas podcasts. And
That's what
yeah,
I was
we'll get
thinking.
cracking early. We'll get in the Christmas spirit early.
Mariah
Won't
Carey.
we,
here
Neil?
we come.
I should hire
Mhm.
You don't make
myself
us-
out.
As long as we don't have to sing. And of course,
Uh-huh.
Neil's welcome to come on our Christmas show
Of course he is.
because we need Santa. We need Santa Nittler.
He's the most Santa-like out of all of us.
Bad Santa.
It's all an act. You know that.
I know.
I don't really look like Santa at all. I don't even have a beard.
No, you don't.
You've seen me without it, haven't you,
It's
Joe?
just
I've probably got-
misdirection.
It's CGI.
I've probably got more of a mustache than you have lately, actually.
That's really good. I know Joe doesn't favor energy drinks, but this one is new. Red Bull. It's iced vanilla berry.
Oh.
It actually tastes good.
Ooh.
You don't think
Okay.
Red Bull smells like vomit?
What? Yes, I do.
Smells
I think
like-
it tastes like medicine, and that's why I try not to drink it, because energy drinks should not taste good, because then you drink
Funny.
more. This one's
Funny
not
you
bad,
said
though.
that.
It still tastes like
I
an
was-
energy drink, though, but it's not bad.
You just said vomit, and I was thinking they smell like cat vomit, don't they?
Oh, vile. Ugh.
But I'll try one.
It's like their Hershey's
Absolutely.
chocolate. That's got vomit in it as well.
What do you think of
And-
Ben and Jerry's ice cream? Do you eat ice cream, Neil?
I do like Ben and Jerry's, but I would never buy it. I wouldn't give those people my money for anything.
Really?
I thought
I used
they
to live.
Mm.
I used
I
to
thought
live
they
in
sold
Ohio,
it.
where they're everywhere.
I thought they sold it, or
They
were
did.
selling it.
Oh, did they? Ah, is it
Yeah.
not them
Well, I
anymore?
guarantee you, the people who bought it are just like them. So
Well, I don't care. I buy it when it's on sale, and then that way they don't get as much money.
Well, I can tell you. See, I've been complaining for years to you girls.
where'd you get-
427 mil I got the marshmallow and s'mores Ben and Jerry's Sunday. That on sale is $10.
Oh.
Wow.
On
I was gonna say it's
sale.
expensive.
I get it on sale for $2.99.
What's the
been up
calorific
to-
value of that tub?
Shh.
We don't
Let's
talk
make everyone
calories
feel
about
bad.
ice cream, Neil. Ice cream
There's no
Mate,
calories do
carbs
not.
whatsoever.
Oh, do they
I
not
think
have
My
calories-
taste
calories?
buds.
Ice cream calories don't count. That's the way.
No, hell no.
No carbs, no sugar.
I love this stuff. I don't care what they do. I don't care. I don't care because my taste buds love them.
I'm too poor for Ben and Jerry's anyway.
Yeah,
I have to
right?
get, supermarket's own brand.
Mm-hmm.
All my morals, all my ethics go out the window as far as Ben and Jerry's is concerned.
She can be bought for $10.
I can be bought. Yep.
Yeah, I only have my morals because it's expensive. I'm sure if it was dead cheap, I would buy it.
Like I said, my grocery store will put them on sale for like $2.99 a tub if you buy 3 or more. So
Mm.
I'll get
Wow.
one for each of us, and then that's.
I would
Oh,
definitely
that's why
buy
you
3
buy
or more.
4 every time.
I usually buy 3. There's only 3
I
of
would.
us at home. But
Yeah. Oh, how is my boy going? Yeah, how's my boy going with his new job?
he started Monday. It was kind of a bit because he went to orientation and they told him he had to go get his fingerprints done. And so he was on his way to get his fingerprints done. And he gets a text from his new boss saying, "Where are you?" Because he was supposed to go from orientation to the office. And he's like, "Well, they told me to get my fingerprints done." And he's like, "Oh, the boss says, you don't need to do that. Come here." He's like, "Okay, I'll come here." Because I guess his position doesn't require him, or I don't know. So he spent like half a tank of gas going back and forth to all the places.
Oh.
So that kind of
Hey.
annoyed him. But he's doing good so far.
Speaking of kids, did you all see my niece on the cover of Blocked magazine?
Yes. We
Wow.
saw our niece
Our
on
niece.
the
Yes,
cover of Block
our
magazine.
niece.
My niece on the cover of Block magazine. I went, the bloody nerve of Tabitha peddling my child out into the world to be a cover girl. I've got some problems with that. I've got some issues with that.
Well, her mother already
she
was
loved
one,
it.
so she has to.
Oh, that's what I mean. I know. She's like a mummager now. One of those Kris Jenner's mummagers. She's going to send my girl out into the world to be a supermodel.
No.
Oh,
A
yeah.
super
I had to
knitwear model.
I had to change some of the photos around because Momager wanted them differently.
Get out of here. Demands, does she want sparkling water in the green room? Like, what's going on?
Blue M&Ms only.
Green, yeah, M&Ms in the room.
Well done, Neil. Congratulations. I mean, I got home very late last night after 9:30, and the first thing I did when I was back in mobile net service was to read through Blocked magazine issue number. Issue number, drum roll, 17. Pretty good for a magazine that wasn't going to last. Pretty good, mate.
Well,
Pretty
we've
good.
lasted longer than Rib magazine. Do you remember Rib?
Uh-huh.
No, I remember an announcement about Rib
Rib.
magazine. I don't really remember it
know.
actually.
To be fair, though, they were a paper hard copy magazine, which is always hard to do. To be fair. Yeah, not bad for a white supremacist magazine with full
Well
of
done.
whistles.
And
How
yeah, I still strain to find any white supremacy in it.
Well, they would say that's because you're a white supremacist as well.
Right.
And,
It's a
therefore
dog
you
whistle
can't see
thing.
it. Oh,
I love
Tabitha's here
your-
now, just in time.
Hey,
She must be saying what I said.
it's
Good.
Psychically,
She'll have
she
to go
psychically
back.
Knew you were, yeah, she psychically knew you were talking about her.
Yep.
So, and I loved the skull pattern, the cowl that you did.
Yeah, that's
Thank
really
you.
cool, Neil.
It's cool.
That came out
Oh,
I really
that's
enjoyed it.
amazing.
yeah, check
that's
it out.
definitely
It's a really
one-
nice issue.
Oh, it's a
lot of fun.
great issue.
Uh-huh.
My niece on the cover, the mummagers all over it. I was like, get out of here. You could have knocked me over.
It's just a shame we
With
had
a
to have
feather.
those 3 witches in it, isn't it? We had what was it called? We
Bitches,
did an
3
interview,
bitches.
didn't we?
I laughed so much, I tell you. I was like, oh, I should take notes and come in fighting.
I'm surprised you're still talking to each other.
Of course we are.
Why? I think.
Of course
I
we
think,
are.
Who's the
think we
most
need-
argumentative? And I think you all said each other.
It's because we've
How
known each
funny.
other a long time.
Who owes me the most money? You all said each other.
I think we should come up with a list of questions for Neil to answer for anything.
Yeah.
Well, yes,
Oh, for sure.
I think it's going to be myself and Tabitha in next issues. So I
Of
am
course.
hoping somebody will come up with somebody might, put the questions together. So if you have got questions for myself and Tabitha.
It's going to be hard because you two are like twins. You two are like twins. I mean, your answers are going to be the same, surely. Oh,
Yeah,
speaking of Tabitha,
Go on.
I've lost her knickers. I can't find Tabitha's knickers.
I've heard that said before. Sorry, Tabitha. I couldn't help saying that then. It just
I can't.
so bad.
I don't know where they are.
They're not in your
I
mobile
don't know
office?
where they are. They're not in my mobile office, and it's been a few weeks because let me put my ice cream down for a second, make sure I don't spill my ice cream. I was so intent on whips. Oh, from Blocked Magazine. Can I now show you this? I remembered to bring this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
That's gorgeous, Joe. You did a really nice job.
Isn't that great?
When did you knit that? Did you knit that recently, or is it from a while back?
No, I knit it just for you.
Do you even
I
read
just-
magazines?
I knit
Wow.
You
You're a
even read
fast
your
learner,
magazine?
Joe.
Seriously.
every month. Every month I'm knitting something new.
Magazine.
Every month.
Yeah, the way it sounds like, I've got all these people on the magazine all busy working away with me with the
Oh.
whip.
Yeah. Baker Street Knits. I saw a cow that Baker Street Knits did for you. I was honestly looking through Blocked Magazine going, oh my God. And I turned to my husband, to David, and say, look at this. He's got all these bloody sample knitters working for him. Look at this. And I'm like, oh, which one's the one that Morgan knit? Morgan's been doing a sample knit, and I'm trying to guess and work it out. And your skull cow was just amazing. But here it is. So painting waves cow that I knitted last month, that I knit in September, October for the latest issue. So no, everything I've been knitting has been new just for that issue.
You don't have to do that, don't you? You could use old things that you've knitted as well, if you remembered what.
Sure.
Annie's here. Yay.
Hey, Annie.
Hi,
I'm
Annie.
happy to do that. And then I've got another finished object. This is a knitting program. Here you go, Neil James. This is your fault.
Ooh,
Yeah, I was supposed to knit one as well, wasn't I?
So I ended up doing double. So I did 6 panels so I could fold it over. So 6 panels, all the different scraps, really random, whatever turned up. And then at the end, where's the side? Here it is. At the end, this was the sort of the last colour I did on that panel. It's a white with raspberry splotches. So I just used the rest of that and did a single crochet stitch all the way up and down that last leg to attach it to the other side. So it's just the same single crochet stitch, not that, just a chain stitch. And then by the time I got to that, I had a long scarf. So I just couldn't give a shit and did a whip stitch, not trying to hide it. I just joined my 2 ends there with a whip stitch. And now I have this beautiful double cowl. So I've got 2 double cowls to wear. How cool is that
That
with
looks really good.
scraps?
Yeah,
that's
lovely.
very cool.
I'm really
Better
happy.
than a blanket, I think. She did the blanket, didn't she? And it looks better.
Oh,
Mhm.
I was sorely tempted to do a blanket just to keep going, but I've
all
got so
fingering
many
weight as well?
scraps now. Yeah, and you know what? I took it into my local yarn store before I had sewn it all together, and they were going through it. They were so funny. They're going, oh, fibre lily, oh, opal, all the wool that I had bought from their store and Noro that I bought from their store. So all the wool that I've been buying from their store over the last 2 years, I think, since I last did a scrappy scarf, Actually, that was an Amber O'Brien scarf. I should show you that. It's got all little tiny, tiny scraps. So every couple of years, save up your scraps, guys. And every couple of years, I'll give you a new adventure to go on. How cool is that? I'm in love with that. Look at that, Amy. Isn't that amazing? Look, Amy.
Is it too?
I'm so pleased, Neil, that you talked me into doing that.
Yeah, so pleased I was doing it with you, then didn't. Annie,
and
what
how
was you saying?
funny.
Did you have a question?
Is it two colours together? Or is it because it looks thick?
Oh, I can't hear Annie.
She said, is it two colours together because it looks thick?
No, which one?
I think it's because you've done it as you've joined it so it's a tube, haven't you? And then made a cowl.
Oh,
I think.
now I can hear Annie. Hello, Annie, my love.
Hello.
So what I did was I just knit a strip and I held my arms out and that was it. I went, that's the length. I just held my arms out to the span and I thought that'd make a great scarf. That's a good length for a scarf, your whole arm span.
Who needs centimeters or inches? Just do Joe's arm length.
No, I didn't measure at all. I'm being very honest. I was
your arm
kicked
span
back.
is the proper way of measuring a scarf. That's what
old
it should
school.
be.
Oh, good.
Well, I know. It's just,
Fingertip
all
to
these.
fingertip. Because that's your
I'm
mind.
just-
Well, yeah.
No, I'm just commenting because there was a thing in Reddit not too long ago that people were complaining about that.
Oh,
I was just too lazy to get.
Just that Americans should get with a program and get centimeters. Was the consensus?
Oh, right.
Oh, I was just too
Inches
lazy.
is so much easier when you're knitting.
Well, an arm span. So, and that made a nice double cowl. Like it's very comfortable. It's not tight. It's not too loose. I've not washed it or blocked it. I'm not going to bother because now it is summer here or spring here. I'll put it away and I will wash it before I wear it next winter. But yeah, so it ended up, I just had my feet up and I just thought, I'm not getting off this lounge. So I just put my arms out and went, yeah, that's a good length for a scarf. So, and then as I was easy peasy, and that's why it was easy to do a join at the end to join the first one and the last one. So I started with Noro on this side, and then the last one was this one, and then I just went through the top of one into the top of the next one, pulled it through a chain stitch, so it looks exactly the same as the other joins.
Oh, I've just realised you mentioned Baker Street Knits. I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know because I know who Baker Street Knits is now, but I didn't make the connection between the two people, if you know what I mean. So I know Baker Street Knits by her name rather than by Baker Street Knits. So when you said Baker Street Knits, I was thinking, who's that? But now I've the beautiful cowl that's in there, is it the falling leaves or it's a fall cowl that you've got in the fall yawl? Beautiful.
It's very
and I looked to see whose work it was, and then I saw on Instagram that it was Baker Street Knits. Very clever, very nice. Very, very nice. But this one I thought, how ironic, after I did it, I didn't realise same colours, similar colours to Mr. West. Very similar. Just, you can use anything, just muted, boring. Look, all it is a bit of sky blue, baby blue, bit of purple, bit of cream.
Can I just say as well, the title for your review of that pattern was genius, Joe. Genius.
Thank you.
I didn't know what it was at first because I haven't really been following Stephen West this year. And it was only when I saw one of Shauna's videos, I thought, oh, that's what it is. I had no idea what
it was. Well, because I knew that the fall issue was, supposedly coming out in October, but didn't till November. That's okay. I was waiting with bated breath. Oh, end of October. Okay, November here, end of October there. And I kept thinking October is synonymous with Joji Locatelli's knit along and Stephen West's knit along. So I wanted to do a Stephen West pattern that I've had for a couple of years. I've got millions of them that I've purchased, and I didn't want to do the mystery knit along, and I wanted to give readers another option.
I want to do that after seeing yours. I want to do it.
It's really nice, though, isn't it? I've seen Sean.
It's beautiful.
Really I'm gonna do it. I have the pattern, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start next year.
I don't think I could be bothered with the 600 stitches. I think she said she had to pick up. I think I can't remember. Shauna's in the comments, I think, isn't she?
Yeah.
So I think it was 600.
Yeah. But you know what? It's worth it at the end, though.
Hers is beautiful.
Uh-huh.
I like when he puts more about the texture and with less colors, because then you can kind of see things pop a lot more.
Well,
I think because
I thought it
it's not
reminds
so
me
busy.
Yep.
was you know, the old Greek vases that are in like black and orange.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just kept seeing it in those colours when I was looking at Shauna's, because it's got that kind of, you know, near the neck, that last bit kind of got a little bit of a Greek feeling
with
to
the
it.
scallops. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. And Miss Annie, I've been watching Miss Annie's podcast. I saw that her Zweig had another blowout. Well, what I did not know, I've been admiring your sweater for so long that I really do need to make one. And then you announced finally black elephant yarn. It was some black elephant yarn. I have a stash of black elephant yarn at home.
Just the York, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
The rest
When
is
are you going to knit? When are you going to knit another one? You must knit another one.
Who knows? I'm on baby knits at the moment.
Yeah, she's got priority.
That clock's ticking.
It's enough, yeah.
So, Joe, what are you working on now? We need to find out because we
Oh.
see it for a few weeks.
Well, yes. Okay, so I can't find Tabitha's knickers. I honestly don't know where they are. What I'm working on now has to...
Sentence I never thought we'd hear on this podcast.
I can't find your knickers. Tabitha, your knickers, I don't know who's eaten them. I don't know where they've gone. I've got a couple of new purchases, and one involves my current knit. So I'll show you. Oh, actually, while Tabitha's still here, this reminded me of her because it's called Bush Sprite, because she's all about the bush, and it's a lace weight. So I found this beautiful yarn. I made a yarn purchase. It's hodgepodge skeins, and I think they're in the Blue Mountains. Yeah, so they're not far away from me, a couple of hours drive. But I thought this is mostly natural. It's lace. It's 100% merino because I'm a yarn snob now. And it's got these beautiful pops of colour of blue and green.
That's pretty.
Yeah, but and brown, but it's not much, you know, it's just a light smattering. So very clever, very, very clever. I'd like to see how this would come out in a scarf. So all these light smatterings between the natural colour. Okay. I could do a shawl. It's only lace. So what I would like to do then, if I'm not doing a lace scarf, is perhaps to team it up with, I've got 2 skeins of natural mohair silk lace from Fibre Lily. So I could match a mohair and a lace to make a fingering. And I've only got 2 of the mohair. So I've got enough to do. Yeah, I could do a 1 skein shawl and sort of make it as large as I like. Okay, Woolenberry, my favourite designer.
Murder knit.
No, my favourite designer is Janina Callio for shawls, Woolenberry. I could do one of her 1 skein wonders and just keep going. That's the joy of her designs, is that, you know, you can just keep going till you run out. So I'm going to pop. That's a new purchase. I'm not working on that yet, but now you've given me ideas. I should do a shawl with the bush sprite, and I'll call it something else, bush spite. I bought this book over the last 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I keep seeing that.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that book.
Is it
fantastic? Good? Oh yeah, it's grand. It's really grand. It's like a recipe book, but not really. It's a conversation. So she's lovely. She has a conversation with you at the beginning. She lets you know the basics of sock knitting, which I quite like. And you know what it is? It's a whole myriad of the lace sock, a cabled sock, a stripy sock, a ribbed sock, a colourwork sock. But it's all here, and you can see on the cover, it's all here in one book, and that's what I like. So I can go through this book, and there's DK socks as well, which I'm always listening on 2 Sisters and Some Yarn when Denise gives her little pattern. She goes, 48 stitches, whatever, 3mm needle, whatever she uses. She always gives out that recipe.
You know your favourite,
here it is.
Do you know our favourite podcasters, the Bakery Bears? today she's mentioned a new yarn
Beautiful.
that's come out, and it's Drops, and it's called
Drops.
Fiesta, and it's a DK sock yarn, and Kay says it's really good, so I have ordered some just to test it out.
Oh,
So
okay.
DK yarn, and it's because it's very cheap Drops compared to other yarn.
Well, Drops is amazing, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
So,
good
I mean,
stuff.
I think there's something like 25 patterns.
That's good.
So there's 25 patterns in one book, and I thought this is a good resource for me, and I'm actually going to knit all of them. I'm going to knit my way through them. So I've started. So what I'm working on is the Zalba ball that Therese rejected that I offered to send to her. So Zalba ball with the reds and greys and blues that she rejected. She rejected it, and it's a Stark 6, so really it's like a 6-ply. It's a sport weight. And I did not want to do a DK sock because of my loosey-goosey knitting. Oh, I should have bought a sock frame. Anyway, here is, I could put it on my foot and show you, actually. Wouldn't that be lovely, all the foot fetish people? Here is my current Zalba ball.
That's pretty. That's pretty.
That looks like the old socks that my gran used to knit. You know, there's something about it. It looks quite vintage, doesn't it? The colours.
Yes, it does. The colours are quite masculine looking, I think. Colours are quite masculine. If there were any, if we're allowed to have genders anymore in the world, you know what? Fuck it. I will always have genders, my gender and your gender. So there's still only 2. So there you go. So I've started on her ribbed sock pattern, and I only have one criticism so far. I've done the heel. Just a regular, it's just a basic pattern. One issue I have with her pattern writing, because obviously a lot of beginner knitters are going to grab this beautiful book. Instead of saying how many rows you're going to do on this heel, she gives a measurement. You're going to knit.
I prefer that. You
prefer that? What if you end up with 16 rows on one sock and 17 rows on the next sock? You're going to have a wonky heel.
Oh, I see what you mean.
So, and then that number, okay, so to only give a measurement here to say how many rows you're going to do, and then to turn around and you're picking up these stitches on the side, then she gives an amount.
Oh,
so that doesn't work.
Yeah,
that doesn't work. If your 5 centimeters of knitting makes you 30 rows, because you're a tight ass knitter like Neil, you're not going to be picking up 16 stitches along here because you might have 20.
Yeah, that is wrong.
My 5 centimeters might only have 23 rows, and I would only be picking up 15 or 16.
I mean,
it's
might
a
be wrong, Kay, but don't you normally pick up every stitch on a heel?
It is a slipped stitch, yes. And so
really, she should have said pick up every stitch rather than a number, shouldn't she?
Pick up every slip stitch. And then to not talk about, I don't know if she talks about the gap, the hole that people often get when they're up here, when they're picking up. And I don't have that hole because I pick up an extra slip stitch. I pick up the very first slip stitch on the repeated rounds that she does. She does a 3-row setup and then the 2-row repeat. So on that very first one, I put a little slip marker in, a stitch marker in, and I absolutely pick up that tiny little stitch there as well. So I don't have any holes or gaps on either side of my socks. So I've really enjoyed her book. I'm going to knit every damn sock that's in it. So it's 25 patterns. I'm going to knit 25 socks next year. Next year. This is the first one. No, this is not the first pattern. I just picked up the Zalba ball and realised it's really because of the look of it, I can't really do a lace. I don't want to do a lace pattern in it. I didn't want to do a cable pattern. I wanted a plain sock that would just show off the yarn because the colours of the yarn are too much. They're too busy. It's too much for me.
Choice. I'm just wondering.
So I just chose a plain rib sock.
Has a little bit more information on it, because it's like the first.
Oh, I see.
And
I see what you're saying.
There's Neil being logical.
I did read it. Chapter 7 is ribbed socks. There's even socks with fades, and I really like all of her little tips. Okay, the very first pattern is a striped sock. Okay, so, I mean, we've got chapters and chapters of how to do little shorty socks with a flipped over cuff. I've never knit those, so I'm looking forward to doing those. No, chapter 3, the basic sock. Here we go. Is there a... Oh, no, there's instructions there. So chapter 3 is the basic sock. Chapter 2, sizing and fitting. Okay, chapter 3, standard down, heel flap and gusset, 2x2 ribbed cuff. So that's the first sock. Really cool. I really like it. She's very... It's a conversation now. She doesn't bark at you like I do with orders. She just talks to you. She lets you know what she prefers, what works for her, what's her favourite, the different heels. It's really easy to read. I did actually speed read this book. Different cuff options. But, yeah, the gusset thing is a measurement again. And she just says, not sure how long to knit the leg. I knit both option A and option B. If you need to knit yours longer, blah, blah, blah. But it's a measurement, yeah.
So you need to have knit a couple of socks, really, don't you, before
No, I think anybody can. I think anybody can get this. I think a beginner, absolutely a beginner knitter, because she's got great photographs, all the photographs, front and back of the knitting, what you should be looking at, what you can see when you're knitting that sneaky little heel. So love it, and that's what I'm working on. I started this one because
Can
it
I
was
ask you
just
a question about the way you do your pickups. When you pick up
Yes.
do you twist it or not?
No, I do not. I don't do twists.
How do you
No,
get yours
and
so
look,
neat then without a twist?
look at that, nice and tidy, no gaps, no holes, just experience, my friend. It's just a lot of, well, it is.
That means she's not telling us the real trick.
No, because I have had holes, of course, and gone back and picked back and twisted them and dug under them and pulled out, the purl bump under to try to make it tighter. I've just found that as soon as you start that row to do your heel flap and gusset, to do your heel, I put a stitch marker in that very first row and make sure I pick up both legs of that stitch on my way back. So I just do an extra stitch pickup. And I have a high instep, so to have a longer gusset along here, perfect. It's just that one stitch or 2 rows extra, depending on how many extra stitches I do. This is supposed to be 5 centimetres. I did 5.5. I just like to have a higher, because I do have a very, very high instep, according to my podiatrist, that I have to see every year for custom inserts. So there you go. And it is a thicker, it's denser. Because this is going to be a sock to wear with boots, see how tiny, look at my perfect tiny stitches, Amy. Perfect. Tiny, tiny stitches on a 2mm needle now. So cow. I think she probably used a 2.25. So I've gone down a size. 2mm needle, a sport weight yarn to do a fingering weight pattern, and it's perfect. It fits so well. If I had been doing my yoga recently, I would be able to show you. Look, I'm going to attempt it. Are you ready? Oh, for those of you with a foot fetish, I'm in cramped quarters. Carry on while I try to put this sock on my foot. God, I hope my feet are clean.
You probably have got some foot fetishes watching.
Oh, get ready.
Yeah, they watch
all the knitting channels in hopes of seeing feet.
Well, Annie,
how am I going to do this? Hang on,
haven't you?
Yeah,
Are
you ready?
Oh yeah, Annie's got an admirer.
He wants me to take me
Oh, hang on.
and just wear a dress.
Here we go.
Here you go. Here you go.
Proper dress.
Don't know.
Can you see me?
Yes,
very nice.
There you go. There you go.
Very nice.
Oh, look, there you go.
I like the colour.
Fits perfectly. Oh, fits perfectly for boots or, those now I've got to buy my boots half a size bigger just so I can wear thicker socks. Isn't that a pain in the neck? Oh.
So
okay, let me put my chair up.
A lot of money then, those socks, aren't they?
About $30, these socks, and then a new pair of boots, yeah.
So, Therese.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you finish your socks?
Did I finish my socks? I finished Hang on. I was just about to start. Oh,
Uh-oh, I
and
screwed
look
her up.
what I have. Look what I have. I found my sock.
Oh, yeah, sock blockers look so much better than my
Ooh.
foot.
I
Yeah,
found
put them on your
Please,
foot now and show us.
No, I'm not doing that. I'll end up on the floor and then I won't be able to get up.
I enjoy Joe yoga. We only get it once a
Thank
month.
you.
So
Especially in her car. And then here's the other one.
Oh, thanks.
I
I
like
love those. Yeah, thanks for making those for me. You're the best.
So I've started this one.
Oh, that's so cute. I love
I
that.
love when they're little tiny and it's
I
just
know.
like they're
And
so cute.
I have this much of this one.
Nice.
Are you serious?
And I have my next one is planned out.
But what do you prefer, bottom up or top down?
Oh, well, that's funny. I'll tell you this. Here's my next one.
Tell me.
Ooh, that's
They're
pretty.
going to be striped.
Where's that
Mm.
from?
So the purple ones I did bottom, toe up.
Mm.
Okay. And then, but you know, even when
Welcome, Susanna. We're just go with the flow here.
Hi. But then, you know, you get the flare on the top of when you bind off. I was like, ew, I don't like
Yeah.
that much. And even though the one I do doesn't flare that much. So the orange one, I did top down.
I see that.
So when I went to start this one, I actually started it top down. And it got on my nerves so bad that I was like, you know what? These are for me. I don't care. So I started it top up, bottom up, whatever, toe up.
Bottom up.
The flare bother you? Because when it's on, it doesn't tend to flare, does it?
No, it doesn't. It looks, yeah.
But if you do toe up, do you do a fleagle heel? What kind of heel do you do on the way up?
Short row heel.
Oh, short row heel. Okay.
I learned it from
That's what I do.
Arne. From Arne
Yep.
and Carlos.
I do theirs.
I love
except
Arnie and Carlos.
I
do theirs, but I do it as a garter stitch short row heel
Oh.
because
Oh, I
it's
don't know how to
thicker.
do that.
You do a short row heel, but you
Just
do
do
it all
it.
knit stitch. You just knit. You don't
Just
purl.
dual knit.
Maybe
And you
I'll
have to do.
Oh, what if
You have to do a few more rows because garter's not as tall, so you have to do like two or fewer. Knit Purl Hunter has a tutorial, but they're so squishy.
I've seen the heel. I thought you meant like there's a heel that I've seen that has a row, like it has garter stitch and then stocking stitch. I don't know how to do that one.
No, this one's all garter.
Oh, is that where it's like 3 stitches of garter on either side?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I know that.
I've not seen it in a pattern.
That's one of the old ways of doing it, isn't it? It's like it's in the what's that? Is it Weldon's?
Weldon's.
Oh, is it in Weldon's?
In Weldon's.
Okay.
Yeah, that was where
I'll go and have a look. Okay.
Oh, hi,
what
Adam.
else you got going?
Say hi to Adam.
Hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam.
Therese, what else you got going? Just socks?
I have one other thing. Neil will like this, I think. I started. I'm in the middle of a row. All right, whatever. No matter. I started a Tunisian murder knit type shawl.
Ooh.
Wow. Murder knit's inspired.
It's
I like the color.
Now,
you're trying to keep me and Tabitha happy, aren't you?
Right. Bingo cards. Anyway, so I started it. This is fingering weight. I started it on a G or 4.5, and it's curling. It curls. So then I went I did this much, and it was curling. I'm like, let me see what happens with a 5. So I switched to 5 because it's just for me. I don't care, and it's better. So that's what I'm.
Generally, the bigger you go, the less it curls. Pretty. Generally.
Yeah. How many balls of that wool have you got?
I just have one. So, when it's done, it's done. It's going to be just like a little scarf or whatever. This is that Mad Tosh that we all when was it? 2019, 2020. They were doing a clearance sale.
Oh yeah. I
When they
remember.
got cancelled.
Thing.
When they got cancelled.
And you got three
For like
skeins
$40.
for something. Yeah, something cheap.
Yeah.
So this is one of them. So it's just
wow.
because singles are
That's
hard.
pretty.
Singles are hard because they are weird. But it's
Okay.
Aw,
So
Adam, that's sweet. Joe, Adam likes you.
He's your
there you
little
go.
Jewish friend. Yeah.
Aw.
Love you, Adam,
Not quite
in China.
We
Oh,
wish you weren't,
Adam.
wish you weren't stuck in commie Canada.
In my murder knits bag. Adam, you want to see what I've been working on? I can't find Tabitha's knickers, Adam. But
I'm sure he's
where's the
got
front?
say about that.
Yeah,
I've been
Adam, you missed the
working
whole
on-
knickers conversation.
I've been working on my Mariana sweater, and I'm doing the body now. It's getting
That's
there.
really pretty.
Yeah.
It's hard to show. Sorry, there it
So
is.
you want
I've
the
been
easy
working
bit.
on this. Yeah, the
That's
boring
pretty.
bit, the body. So armholes are done, Adam. Look, armholes are done. And we're just going round and round and round on the body now. But how nice is that, Mariana's sweater?
Really
Lovely.
pretty.
If you're looking, yeah.
Who's that by?
I think it. Glad you asked me. Who is it by? Mariana Shawl is by Folk City Fibre Studio. Folk City, as in, I don't know, if people don't understand my accent, that could sound really rude, couldn't it? FOLK, not fuck, folk. Folk City Fibre Studio.
Glad you cleared that up before you got offensive.
The Mariana sweater. What does she call it? Just the Mariana. Mariana, a garden-inspired sweater knit seamlessly on circular needles from the top down. So whatever this, I did know this lady's name. I feel really bad now.
Fuck City.
For Fox
Yeah,
City.
you're not wrong,
Exactly,
you're not wrong.
Adam. 2019, before the world turned to shit, this lovely lady made this pattern. So she's on Instagram at Folk City, folkcityetsy.com. I know she's on Rav because that's where I got this from. It's in my Ravelry library. Great little sweater so far. I knit a size 3. Tried it on, fits perfectly.
Awesome.
So far, so good. So yeah.
Green Bay Packers colors. Good team.
Yeah, I knew that would be Teresa's take on it.
She did it for
It's
Morgan.
beautiful.
I know.
Beautiful.
And Morgan's not even here.
Beautiful skeins yarn from New Zealand in Fox. It's in I saw a fox this morning. I saw 2 crazy things. Speaking of foxes, in foxtail, this
Squirrel.
colour,
Whatever.
foxtail, and the green is fir, as in fir tree. So this morning, come in here.
Welcome to the
I
F
drove-
Word podcast.
I drove past, I nearly hit a fox carrying a bunny rabbit. It had its breakfast, it had a little brown bunny, and shot through. I was wondering, how big are the bloody foxes in your country, Neil? Because here they're as big as dogs now. They're bigger than a poodle. But
Yeah, they're about the size
I
of dogs,
thought-
aren't they, Annie?
I thought foxes were little slimy things till I moved here. I thought they were sneaky little, like little ratty things, but they're not. They're bloody huge dogs.
Yeah,
They're
quite
big.
Bigger than
Big,
cats.
like, yeah, oh gosh, like a dog. Like I'm talking a miniature poodle. Like they're huge.
When I was in London,
Big,
we used to have
solid
loads of them.
heads. Oh my gosh, there's so
everywhere.
many foxes. Can I show you what else I bought? Oh, Neil,
What?
I bought some lollies made in the UK, squashies, drumsticks.
Oh, I don't think I know them. Do you know them, Annie?
Yeah,
They just look like milk bottles. Yeah, I got squashies.
traffic lights.
You don't eat. They're just raspberry and milk flavoured, soft, chewy lollies, like a milk bottle. But I got this, Neil. I was thinking of you. It's vintage.
Uh-oh.
That's not what I was. That's not why I was thinking of you. No. I got this beautiful Cold Harbour Mill working wool museum made in Devon. 100% pure new wool. Shade is plum. Made in England. 100 grams. 3-ply.
Ooh,
Nice.
pretty.
It's a blue with a cranberry or plum, almost purple through it. Yeah, I think, is this vintage? I think you look at the label. Good grief, they didn't put much effort into that. A bit of paper.
Yeah.
Is it vintage?
Now she's criticizing the labels.
I am. I got 2 of them for $20. Bargain. Somebody's gone to Devon to the wool museum and bought. Oh, there we go. Bought this yarn and then tossed it to me. You think?
Doesn't have a lot of information on the band, does it? For when you buy vintage wool.
Well, that's what I was. Oh, well, that's what I was thinking.
Often doesn't have. It won't have your yardage.
Ambrosia
okay.
Museum.
It's from that neck of the woods.
It says Cold Harbour, one word, Cold Harbour Mill Working Wool Museum. Made in Devon. It's not got the meterage on it. No, it just says 100 grams. At least it's got that. And it says 3-ply. There you go. Cold Harbour Mill.
I've not heard of it.
Yeah, in Devon. So I've got some pommy wool. It may not be old. I just think the colours are quite old colours. Quite vintage-looking colours with the plum and the navy blue. So there you go. 200 grams. Don't know what I'm going to make.
So when you say
I bought that.
3-ply, is it what?
Yeah.
What?
Let me have a look.
Is it DK Aaron or is it?
Oh God, no! It's a fingering. It's a fingering. It's a very light fingering. Let me make sure if it really is 3 plies. Oh yes, it is. It is 3
just
tiny
on their
plies
website at the moment, and I can only see DK and Aaron yarn.
Oh
So
no, tiny.
Maybe
it's the lightest fingering. Okay, well, it's very light fingering, quite light because it's wool, pure wool, so it's super light. Okay, so there, I bought that. I was thinking of you, Neil. See, it's quite masculine.
Nice. They've got really
they
nice
do?
yarn there. Yeah.
Well, I bet it costs more than $20. That's for sure. What would that be? £10. 20. 49 cents to the dollar. Yeah.
Most of it looks to be about £13.
£13, $26. Wow. So I got both of those for $20. I'm happy with that bargain. Oh, and I was thinking of Tara, and I got some Knit Pro gingers.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. I like those.
You like those?
I have a set of those.
Because they're just, I don't even like wooden needles. Don't ask me why I bought them. I just went, Ginger, Tara, ha, ha, ha.
They're not cheap.
Buy now. No, these were about $80-something, $80-something, $87, $88. So I got these tiny little heads and the tiniest little cables.
Oh,
they're perfect. Tiny.
They're perfect for hats and sleeves.
Hats.
I have short ones like that too.
A baby hat, maybe. Look at the size of the cable. It's only this long.
But see, with them, you can put them on any size cable. So you could put them on a 16-inch cable and make it 6. You know, if you're doing a hat or if you're doing a sleeve or whatever.
How long do the needles themselves?
Are they like my little wooden one? Like I have the really short ones from the blue.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Short cables, it's really hard if they're sort of ordinary.
Exactly.
Size.
And there's there's nothing to hang on to.
I have the tiny ones too.
You've got them as well.
Oh, so you have to hold them.
You can't do a hat. Well, they're tiny. Not practical, are they? That was for $80 odd. It really isn't. It really isn't a practical purchase. How could you knit a hat like this?
Oh, I said you can put them on the longer cable. You know, I don't like 16-inch cables where, or you can do socks or, you know.
Listen to her yelling at me. Listen to her. Who's the most argumentative? Who yells the loudest? Who yells the loudest? She's yelling at me like I can't hear her. Look, that's a sock.
Hats. Well, I knit 2 hats on those needles. So there.
Oh, she's riled up. Let's go fishing.
Fine, Joe. You're not
Who's got the
winning the
biggest
prize.
stash?
These are
Joe.
tiny, right? Tiny.
Well, my
Okay, so I
question
bought
is-
them only because they're called ginger, and it reminds me of Tara every time I look at them. So I bought them
But they're too
because
tiny
they're my
to
Tara
use?
needles. I'll probably never use them. I'll try. Oh, actually, I've got the sock book now. Hold your horses. I've got the sock book of the century, so I might just knit a pair and call them Tara socks.
There you go.
There you go. So just obsessive, compulsive buyer of knitting paraphernalia. Is that the last thing I bought? Yes, there you go. Whew, that's my shopping for the last 3 weeks. All done.
Annie, what are you working on? You're working
Please,
on baby
Annie.
things. You could probably use needles so small for baby
Right.
stuff.
Yes.
Ooh, I'm working on
Mm.
Aww.
Aw, that's so
Oh,
cute.
that's
That's
Look how
cute.
cute.
strawberry suit. It's by Melody's Makings.
Mhm.
Strawberry short set knit pattern.
Aw.
And it's this where am I going?
Mm.
Cute.
Very
Mhm.
cute.
Mhm.
Are you going to put the baby in a flower pot?
I hope so.
Not me, no. It's chunky.
Ah.
So it's knitting up quickly. I don't know if it's all in one piece. It doesn't. I'm just knitting what the pattern says. It doesn't. I don't know if it's a top and shorts or like a little romper. I think it's a romper.
So you don't
But,
read your pattern through?
It doesn't. Yeah, but it doesn't say. It just says newborn pattern cast on 48 stitches. You know, it just doesn't say
And
anything.
he
else.
does what she's told.
Mhm.
So I don't know if I
Mhm.
have to split for the legs or what, or if it's in two parts. I think
Gotcha.
it's all in one
Okay.
part from the top down. I think that's the top.
Okay.
Cute.
Yeah. I've only just started it.
Oh, are you going to knit a little green hat to be the top of the strawberry?
I've got little strawberry shoe pattern. I've got some hat
Mhm.
patterns. I've got well, there is a strawberry stitch that you can make a blanket that's just looks like strawberries in rows. That's crochet.
Wow.
So I've gone
Clever.
for I'm using Stylecraft because they do chunky and 4-ply and double knit all in it should be all about the same red.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Right.
that's cool.
And it should all go in the washing
Nice.
machine.
Can you
Oh,
imagine
yeah.
if the mother of this baby suddenly says, "Oh no, not strawberries anymore. I'm going to do oranges." You'd go crazy, wouldn't you?
Well, I don't know. I don't like red very much at all.
Oh, do you not?
She
This
won't
is
like
quite
it
a
after
nice
this either.
red. This is quite a nice red, but I was stood in the wool shop the other day picking between two reds, and the other one was like an orangey red, and it wasn't very nice. Yeah, I'm a bit averse to red. I was
really
pulling my
like-
face.
I really like your Tunisian sweater you showed on your podcast. It looks really good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is.
If only
good
we
to
knew who
make something
designed it. You know, some weirdo guy designed it or something.
You should hear what I've heard.
Uh-oh.
Well, to
What?
be fair, Annie designed her own sleeves, didn't you, Annie?
Yeah.
So,
And?
It made
Tell
me
you
all
what,
calculations.
All right. Neil, what are you doing?
well, I've kind of frozen on this sweater, this plain sweater that I've been knitting, because I've made a mess of the sleeve. So I've been knitting it, and I've just been doing too many decreases. So I've got to, because I'm making it up as I go along. It's not a pattern, so I've just got to rip it back. But the rest of it fits really well, so I'm really pleased with the rest of it. But it's hurting my hands because it's 12mm
Big.
needles.
Holy dooly. That's drumsticks.
Absolutely.
If only someone had told you you look good in red. I don't know.
That colour, it does.
Yeah, if
But my
only.
It
problem
really
now-
suits you. Look
This is
up
definitely
against
a Santa
you.
red, isn't it? Definitely.
Trace, who
Santa.
could have told him that?
No.
I don't know.
I don't know.
No,
But-
Santa Red's more candy apple. That looks really good.
It does look good. Makes your beard pop.
Told you so.
It looks really nice on you, Neil.
Well,
Makes
now
your
I keep
eyes
buying
look
bloody red
pretty.
yarn. What, pretty eyes.
Pretty eyes.
And I ordered this yarn. I'll show you. I'll take it out of the thing. From
Adam says you're a commie.
I am, yeah.
That's what they say anyway.
Because it was in the sale. But you know when you buy something and it's completely a different colour to what you thought it was going to be.
Oh, the green.
It's not actually showing the true colours that they are. And I hate these two particular colours. And it's like, oh, shit.
Oh.
You know, I've spent all that money.
Really?
So what I did was I mixed it with a mohair.
Oh, you can send them to me. I'll pay you for them.
I've done a swatch and I really like the colour.
Oh, you do, don't you? God, I love it.
Boy.
Yeah.
So I'm quite
I really
pleased
like
with
it.
that. I don't know whether it's my colour or
it's my colour.
So because that's kind of like a khaki green and that one's kind of
olive.
What colour green that is? It's kind of slightly blue, but it's not teal.
Spruce.
Yeah.
No.
Why do you like those two, Joe?
Yeah.
They look nice on the screen.
Yeah.
Perfect.
In real life, they don't look good together. They really don't.
Well, I wouldn't put them together in real life, no.
Well, because one has yellow tones,
the other
one has blue tones.
One's got blue tones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And I've spent a load of money recently on yarn because I've not bought any for ages. They seem to be lost by our delivery company, DHL.
Oh,
and they
no.
just
Oh, no.
can't seem to get their act together. But I've ordered myself an advent calendar, which I've never had before. I've never done one of those. And I've ordered a pack of Sheepy's Metropolis. Have you seen that? It's like
are they the bright colours?
All the little minis. So
yeah.
I think there's 96 of them, I think. Is that? I don't know. I might have got that wrong.
What? 96?
Oh, it might. It's either 80 or 96. I can't remember. It's quite expensive.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, well, I just thought I've kept looking at them for
Why
quite
not?
a few years, and I thought, sod it, I'm going to get it myself for Christmas.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
So,
but they're not wool, are they?
yeah, Metropolis. It's merino.
Oh,
That's the only reason I was getting it. It's because I thought it'd be really good for it's sock yarn, so I thought it'd be really good for toes and heels and things like that to mix and match, or to make a cowl like yours.
Well,
yeah, jelly roll.
crazy sock lady is making a muscle burrow hat out of minis.
Cool, that'd be cool.
Okay. All right.
But then the stripes would be different sizes, though, wouldn't they? Unless you do the same amount of stripes on each one. I'm lazy. I would just knit it till it runs out, so I'd have different size stripes.
I think that looks good, though.
I like it. Your eye is drawn to it.
Yeah.
If it's too much, if they're even, your eye will gloss over it more.
Right.
If there's a breakup in the size, your eye will be drawn to it.
If I'm wearing it, your eye is drawn to it regardless.
Well, there's that too. All right, I have a finished object.
Oh, do show us.
I finished my Christmas sweater.
It's for me, isn't it? It's in red.
No, I had to change the sleeve color because I loved the other Christmas yarn, but it was pooling and for like 3 inches, and then it was striped the rest, and it looked really weird. So I'll use that for hats. So this is called Feeling Grinchy, the sleeves, and so yeah,
it's Grinchy.
I need to put buttons on it, so that's done.
Wow.
And then my daughter wanted a Christmas sweater that she could wear at Christmas, but she could also still keep wearing it all winter. So she picked these colors.
Oh,
and this is it is, but you can wear it, all winter.
For sure.
It's a free pattern that I found. I'm not sure where. Called Ray of Soleil, and it's like there's short row sections in the yoke, so there's wedges of the colors.
Yeah, I think I might have that.
So it was on Biscot's website, and then before I forget, all the nice people who posted pictures who are participating in our sweater count.
Yeah.
Thank everybody
on Instagram
who emailed me or sent them on Instagram. Thank you. Prizes.
Oh, okay. You
from
got
our lovely
emails
Tina.
as well.
From our Tina, a Gwyneth Yarn and Fiber. This is one of her misfits, and this bag from Fate's Threads. And I randomly drew earlier. And the winner is, I saved
me.
No. Well, you would have had to post, Neil.
Yes.
Les Reed.
Yeah, I'm excluded from all these. It's not fair.
Is Les Reed's Knits. So, and that's, I believe
Well
that's our friend Laura.
done.
So I will send that out to you.
Oh, fantastic.
So congratulations.
Yay.
So I will need your address. So just send me your address and then I will send that to you. And then
well done.
Keep submitting your pictures. I really love seeing them and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing their different sweaters. And Joe's working on one, which is very exciting.
Yeah, I like my Christmas sweater. She's looking good so far. What about Therese? Was Therese going to cast on one?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't find a sweater that I really, really want to make. So I'm gonna do
crochet one.
Sleeves. What's up?
Do a crochet one. They go faster.
Well, I have one that's
do a Tunisian one.
Sleeves. I'm not good enough Tunisian to do a sweater.
Oh, you are.
Every time you say that, it's like nails on a chalkboard, Neil.
How do you say it, Annie?
Tunisian.
Tunisian. There you go.
Same as me.
Same as you.
Tunisian.
Is it true?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you went to Insta and saw all the sweaters that are happening in the making?
I did. And there's several and they're really pretty. Some people are making some fun colors. And so our Cal is going till January 7th, make a Christmas sweater or a not Christmas sweater. Whips count as long as they're not almost finished. And post your pictures. Midnight Christmas Goodwill. Or just email us at midnightpodcast@gmail.com and we'll get the pictures. And there'll be more prizes.
So when did you draw that from today? Did you draw that today?
Yeah, I did that right before we started.
Okay, so I'm gonna up you one because not to outdo your friends. I'm gonna up you one. I'm gonna what do you call it in cards when you raise you? Okay, I'm gonna. Yep. What a gambler I am. Okay, I'm gonna raise you one.
I live in Vegas. I have to know the lingo.
Okay. So from today until the next Friday Night Mayhem.
Okay.
Should we do? I'll do a giveaway as well from tonight to the next Friday night. So before the next Friday night, which will be our Christmas party, I'm going to do a draw as well. I want to see all your sweaters. I want to get all your ideas. And I've got a giveaway for you as well. So because it's Christmas, Fiber Lily. Don't get lippy. I'm going to do 2 skeins. This is a beautiful red. It goes from a really burnt red, look at that, a really dark burnt red, right through to the candy apple and everything in between. So super soft yarn,
that would look
soft yarn. It's 100 grams, 426 yards. I'm going to do 2 because everyone needs 2 for a good size shawl or whatever you want to do. I'm going to throw in a pair of Knit Pro rose gold scissors, folding scissors. So I've bought those at my local yarn store just to support them. So I bought me a pair and you a pair, whoever's going to win this one, and a little carry bag.
Wow.
Little project bag with a single handle so you can hold it over your wrist. Okay, so between now and then, because we still have another month to go after that in December then as well. Put your photos, put the hashtag, let us have a look. And I will send express international post. I will send this to somebody. We'll have a look and see because I love seeing all your photos and getting ideas for sweaters and yarn colors. Here it is. It's in the envelope. It's ready to go for December. So you've got 4 weeks to show me how you're going on your Christmas sweaters. Please join us because I'm kind of stuck for ideas. I'm looking at ideas.
Neil, you better start posting.
I'm thinking the old Sadotna in DK yarn, because how fast and how easy is this? And I'm thinking of doing it in fibre lily yarn. It's one of my favourite, well, it is my favourite Australian hand dyer.
Hey, Amy.
Amy's popping in to say hi, Joe Bob.
Hi, Amy. Did you see my scrappy cow? If not, go back and revisit because I call you out. I give you a shout out, Amy. Look, Amy. How cool is scraps? Save your scraps. It doesn't matter if it's a tiny little piece of black yarn like that little bit. It all adds up to make a really cool.
And that's the jelly roll pattern, right?
Yeah. Look at all those. They're all fibre lily. These ones in the middle here. Oh, fibre lily colours. All those little colours, those little scraps, they're fibre lily.
Question,
Cool,
Joe
very
Bob.
cool. Yeah.
If you're going to do the Sadotna, you're not going to do it cropped, are you?
With my muffin top hanging out the bottom. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And I was thinking, like, I'm pulling out all these different colours. Think that might be a body colour, gold. Oh, I've got to pick a bone with Anne Pinkover. Gold. I've got some grey and mixed colours. I'm thinking one bag. I've been going through my stash looking for Tabitha's knickers. I cannot find Tabitha's knickers. I'm thinking a Soldotna with maybe some green, pale green. I've got all the colours out. Silver, even a bit of silver, all fibre lily. I love my fibre lily. So I've got all this DK yarn out of my stash and thinking it could come together like a grey, nothing bright, just green, grey, gold, and a variegated sort of speckled for the body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that one. So I might get cracking on that one when I finish Mariana. But then I also really love, again, the Pop Crop Cardi by Amber O'Brien. It's so lovely to make. I've made it for a girlfriend in Japan, and I never made one for myself.
Hmm.
And it doesn't have to be cropped, no, because you do not want to see my rolls and muffin top hanging out the bottom of a sweater or a cardigan. But this is a really great pattern to read too, really easy to read and counts. She has like a sort of a setup like Helen Stewart does with counting all the rows and you knowing what you're doing on each row.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been looking through my stash, but I want more ideas because you know what? I've been hanging on to these patterns for years and I've still yet to make one for myself. So someone else might have a pattern that I just have to start straight away. That might get me motivated to like get those needles click-clacking.
That's
Not
my
like I haven't got the yarn.
I'm trying to find a sweater in Aran weight, and I just can't decide.
So you've got the yarn ready to go, but you need that motivation to just go, hey, I can do that one.
Pattern. I mean, I was going to default to a harvest, and then I was going to do the harvest moon, but I'm like, I don't know if I like the neckline. I don't know if I like, Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm sorry you can't win this great giveaway, but
Of course,
someone else who casts on an adult size sweater, sleeves, mini sleeves, 3/4 sleeves, full sleeves.
maybe I'll quit the
Share your
podcast, then I'll
ideas.
make one, and then I can win.
Share your ideas. You're not
then
quitting
you
the podcast. We're not letting
exactly.
you go. I'll put a curse on you. I'll put a curse
She
on
would.
you if you try to
Oh,
leave me.
Like you're the first, please.
I'm
Oh
sure
my
I'm sure we're all getting cursed right now this time of the year for before the election. So.
Oh, guys.
There should be a pause for it every time someone mentions the election.
Yeah.
No. Look, we've been good so far. It's been an hour, so I just want to say, did you all see?
There you go, Therese.
Therese can come on my podcast until. Oh, Therese, there you go. You get what's that one?
Sure.
One podcast in 2 months or 3 months. That's all you'll have to do.
That.
Yeah, I was going to say, were you planning to podcast before January again?
Yeah, wow. Wow, really, Amy? We get to see you again once before Christmas? That'd be nice. Once before the new year. I don't believe it, Amy. I double dog dare you to get Denise out of her closet and do a podcast. That'd be awesome.
exactly one show, maybe.
I watched. Did anybody see the big T on the? I've got grievances. I've got grievances for you, girlfriend.
Festivus. Yes, for the
Did
rest of
anyone sidebar talking about? Did anyone see the big T on the Joe Rogan podcast?
Mm-hmm.
That's right, trigonometry. I saw them this week on the Joe Rogan podcast. They are awesome, those trigonometry guys.
Yep.
They are fantastic. Those trigonometry guys, Constantine and Francis, they were awesome. But you know what? Because I watched them.
Yeah.
Exactly. I watched JD Vance and I watched Mr. Trump.
Good. So good.
I saw how Joe Rogan gave an interview saying that he tried to get the other person on, but they wanted him to fly to them and do it for an hour with their, and he's like, no, it's a 3-hour podcast that we do in my studio so that we're not interrupted.
Right.
He's like, no.
I was really impressed with Joe Rogan. He did a great job of keeping it conversational, and it was fun to watch. And
well, he said he just likes to. He just wants to know about people. He doesn't care about the topics. Right. He just wants to know about people. You know?
He goes through the conversation. Right. How amazing was trigonometry on the Joe Rogan show podcast?
Everybody goes on there, and they're just it's a great podcast.
Sam Tripoli. Oh my goodness. All the people he's had on lately, I have been riveted to his podcast lately. It has to be my favorite lately. That and A Stitch in the Sky.
Somebody said he was irrelevant, so just don't watch it, okay?
I watch A Stitch in the Sky, get my weekly knitting update, and then I watch Joe Rogan. Oh my goodness. How amazing. Friday Night Tights with Jeremy in his Kamala wig and face mask. I died laughing. I absolutely died laughing. That was hilarious.
Guys, I found a new to me knitting podcast that I want to tell you.
Oh, fantastic. Sure. I finished my ice cream.
Hold on, it's called Yarn Over with Us.
Oh, never heard of it.
2 ladies. One lives in North Carolina and one lives in Alabama. And
wow.
They are around our age or maybe slightly older.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah. I'm going to tell them you said that. No, they're lovely ladies and they're funny. Yeah. And like we would be friends with them. We would just sit and hang out and they're awesome.
Yarn over
with us is what it's called.
Yarn over with us. It's fantastic, Therese.
I just found them. They've had four shows now. And they're really, really good. They're very good.
Oh, thanks. That sounds like fun.
Somebody new,
Yeah. Amazing. And are they both knitters or crocheters? What's the go? Makers? Oh, okay.
Is it these ladies?
Show me a picture.
Yes.
Yeah, is that them?
Oh, okay.
Yes. They're very fun. They're funny, and they knit and they crochet. I think maybe both of them crochet. But it's
lovely.
Knitting. But they said they're going to talk about what they're cooking, what they're their lifestyle stuff and everything. So it's not just. But it's very funny, and I feel like if we all sat around with them, we'd all have a great time.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my gosh! So they'd be our kind of retreat girls.
Yeah.
How good.
And
any dramas from Rhinebeck?
No. Oh, I don't think so.
Any dramas? Everyone seemed to have a good time at Rhinebeck. It was pretty sunny though, wasn't it?
I heard the not quite Woolfolk thing kind of not great.
I heard
that. They only had a couple hundred people show up, and the vendors were the vendors weren't happy. And most of the vendors weren't even knitters or yarn. They weren't even yarn. But they advertised it as a knitting and fiber festival. But most of the vendors were not knitting. in fiber.
Well, that's weird.
I don't know anything about what you're talking about.
Well,
What-
Woolen Folk last year, the whole rigmarole.
Oh, the debacle. They didn't go
Well-
again this year, did they?
The person who is supposedly their event person took
Organizer.
over and was doing this different festival, claiming that it wasn't her fault, all the stuff that happened at Wolf Oak. So she was doing this other festival, but I guess it kind of bombed because they supposedly sold 2,800 tickets, but only like a couple hundred people showed up. Which
Hang
makes
on,
no
hang
sense.
on. Are you talking about? I don't care. She can sue me, Felicia.
No, the other
No,
lady.
it's her.
Who?
It's her partner,
The other
wasn't
one.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was the event.
Oh, I
organizer.
don't know.
Alice.
It's the
Oh, I
one
don't know who
didn't
that
turn up
is.
last year, which is why everyone said. the
Oh.
disaster last year. If she'd have been there,
Okay.
it might have been okay.
Okay. So she sold how many tickets? Over 2,000.
That's what they said. At least on the Craftsmart, they said they claimed they
Right.
sold 2,800 tickets, but only a couple hundred people showed up, which makes no sense.
Didn't she
because
have to
Wow.
give everyone their
She-
money back? The vendors.
I have not heard. I've heard that was going on, but she was saying that maybe people didn't realize it was an in-person event, not an online event. I mean,
What?
clearly, if it's,
Ah.
I don't know. I think it's
Yeah, wouldn't you get a map and information about entries and gates and refreshments and
Yeah.
facilities?
you'd think.
Wouldn't you? Oh,
Well, they
okay.
did.
I didn't hear
Didn't
about
they
that.
do a bit of a hit on her where they found out who she was and made sure everybody knew that she was connected to Woolen Folk. So I think they
Oh, really?
they destroyed it before it even happened. You know.
Well, even then, she was asking for money for vendors before
Oh.
even giving them any details or anything.
I
I
saw
don't know.
some little rumblings. I saw some little rumblings about my friend Kirsty being there. She had a beautiful sweater. Was it burnt caramel or something sweater in all bright colours? Christy Glass.
Oh, Christy Glass.
Glass.
Yeah,
Kirsty.
I
Sorry,
saw-
Christy.
I saw a couple people saying,
Brain
she
who
should have
wasn't
been there,
and who should have been there?
Why would they
They-
say
well,
about
but because she got a new dog, Neil. Did you see her
Oh, is that
video?
what it was?
What?
Well, no. What actually happened was, because I have a bit of insider knowledge, is that they
Yeah.
were on their way and they turned back, and
I heard they
explained
went.
why. So they went all the way nearly to the New York State thing, whatever it is, and for some reason they decided to go home back to Georgia.
No, I heard that they all got
Right.
together with their girlfriends.
Yes,
heard
but
they
not
got
at-
together.
Not at Rhinebeck. Not at
She
Rhinebeck.
she
They were
posted
supposed
that
to
they
Prior.
didn't go.
But they got
She
together with the grocery girls.
No, I don't think they did. Don't
Yes,
think-
they
not with-
did.
other
I don't
people
think
did?
Yes, they did.
Oh, that.
No, no,
Not at
no.
Rhinebeck.
They got together with the grocery girls who did a big ooh-ah. Wasn't it lovely to give Jimmy a hug? Wasn't it great to go shopping with
Not at
Lola to Kmart?
Not at
Well,
They
Rhinebeck.
went. They were
She
there.
not-
They were there
Well, then it
together.
was, she posted that she didn't go, but that they had a reason for not going, and then showed
No.
pictures of the new dog. So I don't know.
They went to the. They went
We
to
need
the
a fact checker.
accommodation.
Come on, anybody in
They
the audience
went-
want to do some fact
They
checking?
went to the Airbnb with the grocery girls and spent time with them, and they took Lola to Kmart shopping.
Oh, they might have done that, but they didn't go to Rhinebeck.
They
That's
turned
the
around and
key.
went home
Why
again,
would-
so they had an emergency.
They found out that there might be somebody at Rhinebeck that they would be too ashamed to bump into, I suspect. And
What?
that's why
Mm.
they went.
Why?
No, they
don't
possibly
know.
had a family emergency. They probably
Neil,
had a
they-
family emergency.
Neil, those people
Mhm.
have no shame. They would not.
No, they
would
have no
never be
shame.
ashamed of.
No, I think see the person we're talking about is actually a coward. And if you remember the first time she went to Rhinebeck after the event, she took people with her to protect her. And she was
Yeah, her
shaking,
brother. Her
Yeah,
brother,
She's
big scary brother.
She would
What
be
an
too
idiot.
scared to bump into Christy. She
Who's
would be
gonna-
Too fragile, is she?
Ah, jeez. That's just dumb.
Too fragile. I honestly would consider that there might have been a family emergency, Neil.
No,
I would honestly. You don't drive all
No.
that way.
No,
I think
I don't
You
think so.
don't go.
I think certain people got a lot of bad publicity because of Woolen Folk because they were one of the sponsors last year and wouldn't
Oh,
want to
she
hear
was the
people about
major
it.
sponsor.
Yeah, I think that's the reason because didn't want
Oh, she sat there and
people seeing
watched
her in
everything
person.
go on. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's why because people might have had things to say to her about the year before, even though the sponsors claimed that they weren't responsible for anything.
Okay.
I'm sorry, when your
Wow.
name's
I
on it.
thought, yeah. No, it was just nice
What's
to
Amy
see.
saying?
Who?
Uh-oh,
It was
Amy.
nice to see
Ooh.
Christy out and about.
I want to know.
Uh-oh. I
Spell
don't
it,
want to know
Amy.
who this is.
Spell it, Amy. The head butler guy in Downton Abbey. I haven't watched Downton Abbey, so I don't know.
Who's he?
What?
What's his name?
I
one
know
with
the
gammy
actor.
leg.
Oh, what's his name? Oh, I can see him. What is his name?
Bates.
I can see him.
No, not Bates.
I don't watch Downton
Yeah,
Abbey.
he's
so
the
I don't
head
know.
guy.
She's thinking about the other one.
The one who was in Coronation Street.
Okay.
The
one
young
from
one,
Manchester.
the young guy who was which season? Which one? I mean, the young guy
No,
who
the
was
main guy.
gay.
Guy.
The young guy who was gay who got sent away,
No,
or
not
the
that
Head,
guy.
the
head
old guy,
No, the old guy.
the head guy who fell in love with the young woman.
Right. The older
old
guy.
guy.
Bates.
And he ended
Hugh
up
Bonneville? No,
with the head
he's not the
maid.
butler.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know what she means.
Yeah, I can see him now.
Such
Such a memorable program. Can't remember their names.
The head guy.
Never watched it.
The head-
I only watched those.
and he ended
I
up
only watched that show.
Right.
I only watch those shows to watch for their knitting. I only look for their knitting, their vests and their undergarments and their knitted stuff. I only watch it for that. Oh, what happened in Orlando last night before
Here,
I
let
fell
me
asleep
find out.
at midnight? What the heck went on with Halloween this year, guys?
I don't know.
What do you mean
I
you
didn't hear
don't know?
anything.
His name was Carson.
Carson, that's it.
Of course it was Carson.
I didn't know anything that went on.
You didn't hear about anything in the early hours of the morning in Orlando?
No.
Halloween?
No.
How would I know? Oh, that's right. I'm ahead of you in the world.
Maybe it hasn't happened yet.
When you
It
catch
happened
up,
there.
let me know. Oh, maybe I dreamt about it. Maybe it was just a wild dream that 2 people were killed and 8 injured.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. I've
How?
heard that, but
How did that happen?
yeah, at a party. Someone was shooting at a party. I did hear that.
It was in the street. It wasn't at a party. It was in the street.
Hmm.
There was a big street party happening.
I just laughed.
I was
at something in the
downtown.
comments, not
Nervous
about people
Detroit?
being shot, by the way.
Chicago? No, it was Florida. I thought it was. I heard about
Chicago.
it. I heard about it, but I heard about it, but I didn't know it was Florida.
Oh, I thought it was Orlando.
I don't know.
Probably.
Oh, what's happening in your side of the country? Good grief.
People are.
P. Diddy? Did he what?
We're not.
Did he do it or did he not?
We're not on Diddy. We're not on Diddy's.
You're not on Diddy Watch?
I'm not on Diddy's team. I'm not.
Oh, Tommy Robinson just got moved to another jail. Give me a break.
There's some
What?
really
They're trying to
shit going on.
murder him.
Yeah.
The crowd's gone crazy. It's gone nuts.
Just to go
Oh,
back to Tommy
nuts.
Robinson, he'll be back in court again in November. So I think
He'll be dead before then.
on terrorism charges. So I think
Oh,
they're
rubbish.
going to try and
Criminally.
keep him for 20 years, I think.
They're trying to criminally charge him.
Yeah, and it's all because he wouldn't give them his PIN for his
PIN
phone,
number.
PIN number to his
and
phone.
because he was arrested under the Terrorism Act. That means
Yeah.
you don't get the same rights as any other person would get. You're not allowed to be silent, and you have to give all of your passwords away. And because he refused, he'll be found guilty of terrorism for not giving his.
Wow.
See,
So what they're going to do
That's
is when
the
it gets
future,
out
right
into the
here.
yeah,
media,
but see, no,
gonna
he
say-
should be charged. He should be charged with obstruction. Not.
no, that would be if he was being charged under normal charges, but he's been arrested under terrorism. But what they're then going to do is, when it gets out into the media, they're then going to label him as a convicted terrorist, like they've done with Trump being a convicted felon, when he isn't really.
He's not.
And that'll go down in history then, that he was a terrorist, a right-wing.
He's a journalist. It's another Julian Assange. He should have stayed in Spain. He should have stayed in Spain.
We had a great case this week, though, that was quite good, where a former prison officer, he had posted, something, and he, instead of pleading guilty like the others, he pled not guilty, and a jury found him not guilty. Whereas all the others were pushed into pleading guilty.
No,
and
he's
said
walking
that the pressure
free.
was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So
there's a guy
what's coming
here.
out is that they are all innocent, allegedly.
Are they?
Around this
allegedly?
Yeah, because
wow,
what's come out is that what people were sharing was actually true.
Was the truth,
even though they were saying it was misinformation. So
Yeah,
our Prime Minister, I feel he should be arrested for that, because he's had people convicted of a non-crime.
Yeah, well, that happens here every day. So,
and they're being beaten up in prison at the moment. They're being beaten in prison
by gangs.
Awful. Yeah, and all they did was shared a post on Twitter, and the stuff that's happening to them is awful, really bad.
So, who's going to get arrested first, Neil? Me or you, then?
Probably me. Probably me, because our countries, as you know, we've got somebody who wants to try and get me arrested. So
yeah, but you don't name names. I just say, hey, I'm naming names. I don't care. People should be outed for their bad behaviour.
I would absolutely say I'm not guilty. I would not plead guilty.
And, no, of course not.
I would want my day in court, with the jury, because I think you've got a better chance.
That's the only chance you have.
Yeah, real people will know what's real, rather than the nonsense.
Oh, no.
I think it's very interesting. I feel like my country is very, very heavily influenced by what happens in the US of A with our government. And well, that's what I'm thinking. In 5 days or less time, 5 days here, by next week, am I just going to drop out of this world? Am I going to go and get heavily tattooed, take up smoking and drinking and not give a fuck, because my life will be over? Like, what is going on? Is there anything to move forward for if things don't change next week? If word salad gets in...
Let's cue the Christians, because we can tell you what there's to live for.
If word salad gets in next week, that is going to affect our government and our politics and our lack of freedom of speech, misinformation, going to jail for civil... People commit millions of dollars fraud. They don't go to jail for 18 months. They go into a cruisy correctional centre. It's like a motel apartment, like a dingy motel apartment. They don't go into high security jail where Muslim gangs are trying to kill you. Mm-hmm. And all he did was contempt of court. He didn't commit a crime. Like, fraud's a criminal charge. It was a civil charge, contempt of court.
Do you know his visitors?
That's all it is.
They have to be behind plexiglass for him, just for Tommy Robinson. So, and you only do that for violent criminals.
Violent, like Hannibal Lecter, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So
pretty bad,
right?
Have you heard not to harp. Our abortion zone thing has just been extended, so now people are not allowed to silently pray within a wider area around abortion centres. So,
but how do you even know where there is one? That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
they don't have big signs out the front going, "Hi, come here and kill your baby."
Thought police. Yep. Yeah.
Let's not tell it gets worse before it gets better.
And have you heard about our farmers? What's happening?
It's already to the point where you can't have your opinion, Amy. You can't say it out loud on your podcast to your girlfriends, including Neil. Never exclude Neil because he's a black woman. You can't say shit like that. You can't make a joke with your mate about him being a black lesbian. Or discuss, my mustache and shit like that without somebody else being offended, and then have the thought police turn up to your front door. Mm-hmm.
Can I just say something about
go for it.
Women knowing what a woman is? So our government didn't know what a woman was But now,
No.
this week, we've had, according to them, the very first woman chancellor, and they made a massive big deal about how she's breaking the glass ceiling, and she's the first woman to be a chancellor of the Exchequer. And it's like, well, you didn't know what a woman was last week, so how can she be the first one?
Well, they still don't know what a woman is.
Our Supreme
heard
Court,
about
we have
the
a justice
women's
who
equality?
does-
Well, what about?
Sorry, Annie, say that again.
Have you heard about the Women's Equality Party?
Oh, go on.
No. What's
Well,
going
I've never
on?
heard of them. Have you heard? You know Sandy Topsvig,
Oh, God, yeah.
right? Well,
Yeah.
she's a founder member. I think there's 3 founder members of it. It's
Yeah.
been going a few years. I'd never heard of them at all. And
No.
they've folded this week because they're not quite sure what a woman is. So
Are
all
you
the people who've
serious?
donated to
Sandy
them and all the
Topsvig
members, all the members have left. So Kelly J. Keen's sort of come over to us. We know what a woman is. We don't accept fake women.
When Sandy Toksvik found her girlfriend stroke wife, I think she knew what a woman was at that point.
Well, exactly. They're just.
But what about the school teacher who's in jail because he wouldn't, agree to gender somebody how they wish to be addressed?
The Irish
There's
guy.
actually
Yeah, the
there's been-
Irish guy, is he not still in jail?
I'm not sure. I've not heard much about
He was
it.
arrested because they told him he no longer had a job, and he went back to the premises. He went back to the school to do his job. He just wanted to get his job done and get paid. They arrested him. I believe he's still in jail because this student wanted to be addressed a certain way, and he said, I'll not do it. I'm a school teacher. I'm here to teach you.
We've had a lot of teachers who have sued over getting fired for that, and they've all been winning.
That's ridiculous.
So there is hope.
Yeah.
It's fucking clown world.
We can go and speak. It's because it's in the workplace. We had Let Women Speak in Morpeth.
Oh, yeah.
It was absolutely epic because I was part of organising it, and
Well,
that made it all the better. Just to
Well
be, like,
done, you.
part of it. Yeah.
Do you know what? In 2 weeks, Annie, I'm going to our Morpeth.
Do you know what Morpeth means?
No.
It comes from murder path. So usually it's because there was a murder there years and years and years
Tabitha,
ago.
where are you? You need to know about this.
So
Wow. I did
we have
not
a
know
Morpeth
that.
as well, in near Manchester, which is when Annie mentioned Morpeth, I thought that's where she meant.
You thought she'd come to you. Oh.
But I think there's
right.
Morpeths everywhere because there were so many murders.
It's Northumberland.
Wow.
It's like north of Newcastle, where we were.
Speaking of Tabitha and murder, which we always do,
Oh.
when we're
I'm
not
moving
talking
to
about our
Louisiana.
knickers, when we're not talking about her
Which I can't.
knickers or her
They've
missing
gone.
knickers,
The world swallowed them up.
her winter of murder, Cabot Cove Knits
Oh,
winter of murder starts
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
So listen
Today?
to, read, or knit while crochet or cross stitch or whatever while watching
Go
one of
watch.
Tabitha's episodes or Murder She Knit, Murder She Wrote, and be part of her cow, Murder She Knit. I know. Speaking of, I have a theory because I saw an article online talking about how women are big into true crime, and I think I figured out why. How many of us watched soap operas when we were children?
Oh, days of our lives.
Think about it: murders, amnesia, twin comes back from the
All
dead,
the drama.
everything that's
General
everything
Hospital.
that you've ever seen in a everything you've ever seen in a true crime. We grew up with
Home
on
and
soap
Away.
operas. So I think it influenced us. I know. He's still around. Can you believe it?
Wow.
So is Anna.
Anna.
But yeah,
Oh,
I think
Anna
that's why.
Robert. Oh.
I think that's why. I think it's because we grew up watching
It's all
soap
my
operas.
mother's fault.
Yep.
Mhm. Is my grandma.
All my mother's fault. 1 o'clock every day. Shush, I'm watching Days of Our Lives.
Oh,
Good
don't
grief.
answer the phone. My shows are on. Yeah.
Yeah, my show's on. Yep.
My stories. My stories are on.
My
But
mom
to be
used to tell
fair,
me,
Crime is way
I'm
more
like that.
interesting than a drama.
True crime.
Yeah.
but I think
Mm.
but I think that's what interests it pulls us in because we're so used to we grew up seeing all the crazy
Fascinating.
stories. It fascinates us. Like my mother said when Guiding Light first came on, it was 15 minutes on the radio.
Yeah.
And she and my aunt would walk home from school for lunch so that they could listen to it. And then they would go back to school.
Hey, Tomsky.
Hey, Tomsky.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That's like me watching Amy and Denise on their podcast. If people try to talk to me, I'm like, shh, Amy's going to talk to me any minute now. And then I'll put my eyes down to my knitting and she'll go, look, Jay! And I have to look up. And I'm like, you can't catch me, Amy. You can't catch me. I'm like, shush. They're trying to talk to me. I'm like, no, I'm listening to Amy's podcast. Go away.
Yes.
I don't care if the house is burning down. I don't care if the dog's shit in the house. I don't want to know. I'm watching Amy's podcast.
Right.
Because it only happens. It's like those eclipses.
Yes.
Only happens once every.
Comet. Yeah. Comes around.
Haley's Comet. You only get it once in a lifetime, Amy's podcast. It's a rare item. Rare and treasured.
Our favorite pirates in the house. He didn't know of our change of schedule yet. Yeah, we do it once.
Your social media more.
Pirates, we do it one Friday a month so Joe can be here.
First Friday of the month is mayhem.
Yeah, because, Joe.
Woot, woot.
But yeah, so that's my theory about true crime and women and soap operas.
We watched last weekend. We watched something about the serial murderer who went on the dating game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's on
the new on Netflix.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Watch that.
Is it?
I've not
seen it. Woman of the Hour. Okay, I'll look out for it.
Yeah, I got to watch that.
Did you watch?
I love true crime
documentary about the Zodiac killer. That was really good.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh, speaking of Tabitha, we're doing a show on Tuesday on Election Day. So if you're sick of the election, you can
I'm going to need a distraction. So yay!
And we're going to be talking about
doing
Scamander.
A show. Scamander.
Yeah. Do you not know that one?
I've heard, of course, the word because it's a lizard. But what?
What?
Scamander.
Amanda, the scammer. She pretended she had cancer.
Oh.
I thought you said like salamander.
No, Zodiac was really good though.
Scammer, salamander. God, I feel like I'm having a Tabitha moment.
I watched a Menendez Brothers thing and I'm mad. But
did you watch the Monsters one?
No, I don't know which one I watched. I watched one, and the guy.
They're supposed to be getting clemency now.
He's whining. Oh, I wish I had a relationship with my mother. Well, gee,
maybe you should have killed her.
Don't.
Here's my take on it.
No, they're crying that they're orphans. Like, stop it.
Here's my take on it. Their dad, he could have abused them. I don't know. I wasn't there. However, they were adults. They could have walked away. They could have gone to the authorities. They wanted the money.
Yeah.
They could have gotten no contact and gotten a job and lived their lives. They wanted the money.
Now they're crying.
They pre-planned murdering him. So regardless of whatever their dad did, they pre-planned the murder. So I don't have any sympathy for them.
They were like 20 and 22. Like, move out.
Yeah.
Why is the rumor out that because their dad was possibly an affiliate of Clive Davis, possibly another diddler? Why has that got anything to do with the rumors going around that they may be getting released soon?
Well, no, because the DA looked at their case and decided that they should be able to get parole. And because they're claiming that in the second trial, none of the evidence about the sexual abuse was allowed in because it didn't have anything to do with the fact that they pre-planned the murder. Regardless of what abuse happened. Right. Well, no, they had told people at the time when they were supposedly when it was happening, they had witnesses, but I guess the court wouldn't let them in.
Oh.
But my thing is they pre-planned this murder.
Mm-hmm.
They could have walked away. They were both over 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted
premeditated.
They killed him because they wanted the money.
Yep, the inheritance. Okay.
Yep. Because they went out and they were buying crap, for weeks.
Yeah.
I watched the Monsters one. There's 2 on Netflix at the moment, and I watched the Monsters one, which is,
I don't know if
pretty
I
funny.
That one or the other one. But
I remember the trial when it happened.
Yeah, you don't get to cry about being an orphan when you're the reason why you're an orphan. Like, come on.
Can I just answer Ruby in the chat?
Oh yeah, hi Ruby.
The podcast with Tabitha will be on the 5th of November at
Yeah.
9 a.m. Oregon time, 12
Yeah.
lunchtime Eastern, and 5
Yep.
p.m. in the UK.
I got 9 a.m. Okay. Guy
9.
Fox
9
Day. Huh?
a.m.
Pacific,
Ooh.
9 a.m. Pacific time.
Are
Good.
you
I'm
gonna
And
be
how long?
distraction.
Are you going to be celebrating, Neil?
Celebrating what?
The 5th of November?
Oh, no, don't bother. Don't bother. We
Wait.
never did, because I was raised as a Catholic. We weren't allowed to celebrate Guy
Right.
Fawkes Night.
Neil James, do you or do you not have a birthday soon?
I do.
And when might that be, sir?
Oh,
should I
don't
say?
tell. No, you shouldn't. No, you shouldn't.
Well,
Why shouldn't
asked.
I
Not
say?
the date. Not the date.
You have
Oh,
to
should I
tell.
not?
Why
No,
not?
you should not.
Why?
Okay.
Don't.
I asked the question.
Let's just say it's within the next
Good luck
10
to you.
days.
None of your business.
It's my business.
None of your business.
I've made it my business.
Ouch.
Okay, well, happy birthday soon.
Happy
you.
birthday.
No,
What are
it's
you
in a
going to
week.
be like?
It's a
What are you
week
going to be?
today.
29?
Yes.
You look like a monkey and you smell like one too.
So shall we do a competition? How old is Neil James? That'd be hilarious.
The problem is some of you know. And that
I
would
kind of
So we'll not say.
I'm going to watch it.
We'll not
Pirate.
say.
I'm going to watch V for Vendetta.
I do like
I
that
know
film.
I know it's one of his favorites.
The
So
comments
I will
on
probably
Twitter,
watch it.
Pirate,
Is it
if you haven't
streaming
read it.
somewhere?
Say that again?
Is it
Are
streaming
you going?
somewhere? V for
Oh, is it
Vendetta?
streaming somewhere?
sorry. I don't know. I'd have to look
Right.
it up. I think we have it on DVD though.
It'll be on Netflix or something, won't it?
Probably.
So no political commentary then, or what are you two planning on discussing? That I've got to get up at 3 a.m. Yeah,
It's
Amanda,
2 a.m.
It's the lady who
Amanda.
scammed money. She scammed money after people pretending she had cancer.
Yeah.
She's not the first.
No,
We're also
big,
going to be talking about
big one in
a
Australia too.
handful of people in the knitting world. Good man.
Whoa.
Good man.
A handful of people.
Yes, and I might be talking about a convicted fraudster that defrauded my mother.
Wow.
Ooh, I might know about this. Maybe I do. Maybe
Mm,
But there's some similarities between the two stories.
Oh,
right.
okay.
So
I'm going
will-
to show her picture because it was in the newspaper. So
Oh, of
it's
course. Public.
It's not one of the alleged things. I don't have to say that.
No, I know there's
Oh.
one that's not alleged. Maybe it's that one. Yeah.
You have to remind me what that one is.
Sounds interesting.
spicy, according to Pirates. So.
Spicy.
Ooh, yeah.
Huh.
Ooh.
Well, I will definitely get up and watch. Because at least you're doing it at 9 a.m. when DK and Ann stream on Saturdays. It's like 6 a.m. my time. And I'm sorry, but I'm not getting up.
Notification. I don't get the
3
notification.
p.m. for us.
So I'm like, oh,
I'm not getting up at 6 a.m. Which reminds me, Joe Bob, you had said something to me about maybe doing our Christmas party earlier in the day for our other overseas friends.
oh
Yeah, I think we should. If you don't mind, the next Friday night mayhem, can we do that like 2 hours earlier maybe? Would that be a possibility?
sure,
Just so
Fine
that
with-
people overseas could join us?
sure.
It works for me. Yeah.
Because you have daylight savings coming when?
Shit.
Tomorrow night.
Right.
Is it?
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So with that coming, that takes me an hour back again. So can we do 2 hours earlier than normal after your
Sure.
daylight savings happens
Yeah, that's fine.
for our Christmas party?
For Tuesday, with the podcast, just double check your daylight savings. So it's 5 p.m. UK time. That's going to be accurate. Your daylight savings might shift it around a bit.
It'll be different. Yeah.
Although I did try to factor that in because I did know that it was happening.
So would that be better
Yeah.
for you and Annie, Neil, if we did it 2 hours earlier?
Oh God, yeah.
Would that work for you, Annie?
Yeah.
You're not up
And I'll do a giveaway
We'll be
next
awake,
Friday
won't we,
night mayhem. Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll do it a couple of hours earlier.
I should have been
Yeah.
awake
Christmas.
tonight, but I wasn't.
We,
Fell asleep on the
see.
sofa.
We can,
Get your
everybody
jingle.
can wear their best Christmas duds and
Yeah. Get
have
your
a-
jingle
have a
bells out.
have a beverage, a
Annie will have her
beverage.
tree up. Annie will do a video and have her tree up, and we'll get to watch her doing the tree again. And
I won't have
that
my
means
tree up that early.
That would be if I did Vlogmas. I haven't decided that I'm doing
a bit
that.
early
you
for
haven't
Christmas
decided
stuff,
yet?
No.
What, December the 6th?
Yeah, that's way too early.
Oh,
No.
If I ruled the world, nobody would be able to do anything Christmas until Christmas Eve.
well, now
you're
that
not
Halloween's
ruling
over.
it.
Well,
But
don't
then
you know
can't fit it all in, can you?
Tabitha won't let you rule the world, Neil. Don't you know?
No.
James
Um,
Watts has declared that it's already Christmas. So there you go.
Oh, he did. Did you watch
So
Oh, he
it?
did,
5
did he?
p.m. UK time, 12
His
p.m.
podcast
Eastern
is
time,
great.
11 a.m.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
no,
And
no.
yeah, and
because
9 a.m. here in the
No.
future. You forgot
That's
Australian
right.
time.
that's
Of course
wrong.
you did.
because- That's wrong because
Why?
we normally podcast 4 p.m. East Pacific.
4, 5, 6,
That's
7.
Yeah.
and
So
it's
you'll be
normally,
doing
talking
2.
about Tuesday.
Well,
I wasn't
2
talking
p.m.
about you.
I know that, but Tomsky's saying 11. That's more than 2 hours.
No, I think that's for Tuesday,
Oh.
isn't it?
Oh,
Tuesday.
for Tuesday.
Liz.
My bad.
About-
Okay.
Not us.
Okay, my bad, Tomsky. I'm sorry. I apologize. 10 a.m.
Get
better
out
for
your
me on
big
Tuesday.
paddle. Get out your big
Yeah, so
paddle. Tomsky.
PST will be 9
Slap her.
a.m. Tomsky.
Slap
I got a new-
around.
I got a new bottle of whiskey for Tuesday.
Ooh.
Woo, woo.
Yeah, we're going to need it.
Yeah, so normally 5 p.m., but it will be 3 p.m. for you for our Christmas. Let's go back to Christmas.
That's
Is that right?
And
Yes. Oh,
and hopefully some of our other friends will come on and
hopefully.
celebrate with us.
Woohoo.
And everybody's welcome in the chat to come hang out with us. And
Mhm.
there will probably not be any singing because I don't think we're going to sing carols,
singing.
but you
Do
never
you know
know what
what?
happens because it's a Friday. So
And
you
if,
know what,
if you
Niels?
observe, we can do Festivus grievances.
absolutely, we need to do Festivus grievances. I'm sure we're all going to have a lot of.
It
Oh,
might
I've
be a
got to start
long
writing a
podcast.
list. I'm going to start writing my list. Speaking
Are
of-
we going? Okay, are we going to do real life grievances or knitting grievances?
Both.
Does it matter? Both. Both.
Well,
I'm with
okay.
Neil. Both.
Yeah.
Neil,
Yeah,
do you know
at
what I
least one of
learned?
each, at least. I think I'll struggle to cut mine down to 2.
Yeah, no. 2 pages, 2 chapters, 2 novels, 2 volumes.
So
I
that's gonna
found
be
out,
on the
Neil.
6th of December. What's that?
Yes. I found out, speaking of
6th
birthdays.
of December, yes.
Yeah, the first Friday in December. I found out that my boss is so wonderful. This is how amazing my boss is. Apparently, on our birthdays, we get paid to have the day off.
What?
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
I
never heard
know.
of that
You want to
before.
come? You want to come work with me, don't you? He lets us. He gives us a day off, fully paid for our birthdays.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I could age really quickly. I might forget when my birthday is and have 2 birthdays a year. How cool is that?
So
Have you
That's
ever
very
heard
cool.
of such a thing?
No,
I've
very
never
cool.
had a boss do that ever.
I got a lot
How
of problems
nice
with you
is that?
people, and you're going to hear about them. I look forward to it, Tomsky.
I don't
Who
even
said
give
that,
my
Tomsky?
volunteers the day off on their birthday, and they don't even
Yeah.
get paid.
Now, listen, Neil James, your Trump chart that you discussed last time you were on,
Trump
and I
chat.
said, yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
I will. I'll be very happy to test knit it. You misgave the stitches, and I'm wondering, why would you have a stitch count of 168 stitches around a cow? I mean,
It's
how
not,
fucking
is
big
it?
is it going to be? You
No,
said
it's not,
you
is it?
said 120 by 168, but it's the other way around.
Oh, is it? Oh, right. Okay.
Let me just get it out of my back office.
Right.
So,
Let me have a look.
I'm a bit concerned about your math. You know, we all brag about how
Well, you
good
know
you
my
are
math,
with your
though.
math.
Joe, that's
Get
fighting
it
words.
Hey, Tomsky, look.
We can crop it down.
And this
Crop
Black
it
Friday
down.
is mayhem.
You'll have to do more than that, my friend. It's like a bloody blanket.
Neil,
It's
you like when she reviews patterns for the magazine. You don't like when she
Uh-oh.
reviews your patterns.
Sounds
They're
familiar.
bloody
though.
catfall.
You like when she reviews patterns for the. You like when she reviews patterns for the magazine, right?
Do this as well.
You like when she reviews patterns for the magazine, but you don't like when she reviews your patterns.
Is
Yeah,
it
I do, I
windy,
don't
Joe?
mind.
No, he doesn't mind. He doesn't mind. Oh, here we go. Where is it? Here, in my pile of to-do lists. Oh, those hands are hilarious, Neil. I'm going to do that on the
I've
jumper.
got a finished item.
Oh, that
Oh,
is
yeah.
so cute, Annie.
Oh, that's cute.
That's adorable.
Oh,
Oh, you printed the hands off, Joe.
I
Show everyone. If
I
you
love
want.
it. Oh, if you don't mind, do you
Yeah, I don't
mind?
No, I don't mind.
Oh, I'm going to. Neil said something about this on the front of a sweater. I think this would be better on the back as you walk past somebody.
That would be better on the back.
I think it would be. Well, if it was on the front, my boobs, it would just be boobs. So that wouldn't get. I think it's a bit sneakier to put it on the back.
I don't know. You could put it on. You could put it on Tabitha's knickers.
Oh,
Hang on. How big are her knickers? I can't find her bloody knickers. The world swallowed them up. 168. Who has a cow?
Okay, how many stitches do you want,
106.
Joe?
Well,
Just
that's
tell me,
what
and I
I'm.
will change it for you. I will amend it for
Oh, you're a darling. You're a
you. All
darling.
it has to do is cut off each end.
Well, that's what I was thinking, if you don't mind.
That was it's the easiest amendment ever.
I was thinking that, but we want to see the front at the front. And
do you
yes,
want-
let's chat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. How many stitches do we want on a fingering cowl, girls? 130 around? I don't want it big and hanging off. I want people to see what it is. So it needs to be stood up. No. 160 in DK on a size 4 would not work. I'm sorry, BS. Look at the gauge, stitches per inches. You want a cow that sits up. You want people to see a picture. You don't want it flopping down or half to the side.
You're a knitter, don't forget, aren't you?
I
Those
am,
that are
however.
tight knitters, it would work for us. Some
Okay,
people
I would like.
longer cowls anyway. Wider cowls, don't they?
I want to do this in fingering weight, and I want to do it in pure wool. I would like you to take off on the dark side 30 stitches and, or actually, yeah, 30 stitches, and off the light side 20 stitches. So I'll have 128 stitches.
That would be
No?
112.
112 stitches.
You're taking
Okay.
50 off there.
I want it centered, so I really need 30 taken off one side and 10 taken off the light side, please. Yeah, I want it. Yeah,
So you want
because I want the
40 taken off.
yeah front, but I want light side and dark side. I want to balance. My perspective is, yeah. I want stitches taken. I want 40 stitches taken off at least.
So you
Off
want
this
a cowl
pattern.
of 128.
For fingering, yeah, I would prefer 120, but I'll go with 128.
Okay.
I'll knit
Can
it
I
on
push you to
smaller needles.
130?
Sure, you can push me to 130. That's as far as you get. No more, please.
Right.
Because with the weight of it being double underneath, I want it to stand up and I want it to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can pull it over my face when I burgle a bank. And they could say, Donald Trump was in here. I saw his face clearly.
Premeditated.
Have you decided on what colour you're going to go with?
I'm waiting to see if he wins or loses, because if he loses, I'm going with sad colours. If he wins, I'm going with happy, bright colours.
Pirate, yeah, we're talking about Trump now, Donald Trump, not the hands.
But what the hell? Look what I just found in my mobile office, but I still can't find Tabitha's knickers.
Oh, rubber glove. Oh,
What do they have to do with Tabitha's
why?
knickers?
Why?
I don't know. There's everything in here. I don't know what they were used for. There's everything in here. There's even a pastrami and Swiss cheese bread roll. Look, everything's in here. Hair clips, anything you could ever want is in my mobile office. Need a hair clip for your beard? I've got it. Glitter. Sparkle, sparkle.
Oh, do you want the middle bit to be his nose, by the way, before I do it?
Oh, you're going to centre me up?
Yeah, do you want it right down the middle of his nose? Because I'm going to draw a line down for the centre line so you know where that is.
Let me just recheck my portfolio. The left side of his nose. Yeah, that line that's down the left side of his nose, looking at it, not his left. His right, our left. Yes, I want that to be the centre.
Right, okay.
Where the shadow sort of begins at the bottom of his nose. That's the centre for me.
80. So where it's 80 at the
10,
moment.
20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Yes, 80 is my centre line, please.
Brilliant. Got it.
Cheers. Oh, gosh, that means I've got to print out. Yep, do that and I'll print them out next week. Thank you. Might print them out today, actually, if you get a chop along there, boss.
Oh, you'll have it in about an hour.
Oh, perfect. I'm going back to work, so I might print those out.
Aren't you going to sleep, Neil?
So-
Come on.
Oh, it's only cutting bits off the edge. Won't take long.
Cut and paste. Also, I have a favour to ask of you, Neil James.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear. Go on.
If I pass on to you a chart, it's just one page, A4, and I ask you to clear the graphics off it and just give me the shape, including the increases. Can you do that for me, please?
I'd have to see.
I'm asking publicly.
I can't say yes for definite until I've seen it, but in theory, yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a very simple one repeat chart, just a shape. Yeah. And I would like to keep the increase blocks in them where they appear, but I want to clear it so I can draw my own graphics on it and practice with my own
template.
Yeah,
a template. That's the word, template. But I want my template.
Yeah, just send it over.
Oh, cheers. Thank you, Neil. You're wonderful. Now, where did I put my 5th needle? Who knits socks on 4 needles or 5 needles? Comment below, because I hate 4 needles. I like 5. Oh, here it is. Socks. Do you do trees? What do you do? Do you do magic loop crap?
I do 1.
I do magic loop
crap. See, I don't get that. Do you?
I use 5.
Who does? If you use DPNs, what does Neil charge for his design work?
So far, nothing.
He's cheap and easy.
Until they all start coming in, all the requests.
Okay.
Actually, next year I think we should knit for Tomsky's new home, do a new home decor knitting and give him like the Roseanne Barr crochet sofa cover and things like that. I think we should definitely do a Tomsky.
Pretty sure he won't want the Roseanne Barr.
No, he doesn't want that.
Well, I've got a pirate issue coming up, haven't I? The hoist the colours issue. And that could.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we could. I already got my design for that.
Ooh.
I'm sure you'd love to crochet some cafe curtains for his kitchen, Therese. Kitchen curtains
for mine. What are you talking
about? Joe.
No, Joe.
A bath mat.
Tomsky.
We could do a big plush. Yeah, I know. Clothing knits. I'm talking about decor, like a big plush bath mat that he can sink his podgy, stubby, fat little red toes into.
I have used
like that.
I have used flexi flips before.
Oh,
but I tend to drop one, and then unless it's Chief's colors. There you go.
I forgot about my flexi flips. Thanks for that. I've got to dig them out.
I can't.
I've got those. Oh, I do like them. I haven't knit with those for ages.
Try them again.
I need to get smaller ones. I think the smallest ones I've got a 3 mil and I've got a pair of 4 mil. I need to get some smaller ones. I don't know how I'd handle the skinny little ones, but they can't be any worse than this. I'll put my ass cheeks on it, Joe. Ooh, do you sit on your butt in your bathroom? Gross. You're a bit of a weirdo. I'm talking about your toes in a nice plush. What about a lovely mat by your bed? And you can just get up out of bed in the morning like, oh, yeah, and squish your toes in it and go, oh, these girls love me. Look at my lovely knitted mat, bedside mat. Oh, you know what?
I'm
I could
sure
even
he's
knit.
thinking about that.
Well, while you're thinking about that, here's the thought. I could knit you a girlfriend.
Oh,
How's that? Friday night mayhem. You didn't see that coming.
there's the
I could
man.
knit you a girlfriend, Tomsky. There you go.
Are you gonna make knickers for her too?
Gosh, yeah, well, they wouldn't be that big. They'd get swallowed up like these ones have. Jesus, I don't know where they are.
You have to name her Sally.
Uh-oh. That reminds me of Mustang Sally song. That's a bit scary.
No, it's a police song.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
Oh. How does it go, Therese?
It's a song about
You have no choice.
City album, and it's a song about a blow-up friend and her name.
Oh!
Here you go, Joe.
How funny. Can you knit with a We could knit you a pussy. We could knit you a pussy as well.
And now we've got
So you one that you don't have to feed. No. You know what I mean? Ginger. You can have a ginger. Do you like a ginger cat? We could knit you a little ginger pussy. And you don't have to feed it or water it. Then you don't have to kill it. You know what I mean? Like it's like a cactus. Won't ever die.
Welcome to Friday, folks.
Mayhem.
Yeah, let's do Pirates Decor next year, shall we? After, excuse me, on Blocked Magazine, I saw my vest. I was wearing my vest, and the one that I'm going to knit, and I'm going to knit it over I'm going to start it over the Christmas break, Neil. I saw that and I thought, you cheeky bugger. All that wool that you spent, all that money you spent on your yarn, I am going, and Therese as well, and Liz, so am I. So am I. I'm going to knit it. I love it.
I'm not knitting
When are we
that
gonna
one
do it?
because you said it sucks.
I think you and I should knit it together, Neil. I think we should get together regularly and we should knit it together, Neil.
Right, that's a deal. Because I didn't know why people had stopped knitting it until I found out that it's
Joe
it was coming out too big. Now
That's
I'm happy with that.
That's because Pirate doesn't trust us.
Joe can find him.
That's because he doesn't trust us.
Did Pirate just say he's moved and I can't find his new address?
Oh, Joe can find you, okay?
Silly boy.
All I know is we worked hard on his Christmas package last year.
Yeah, you found David.
Silly boy.
Yeah, she found David. And he was in the hospital. So
maybe I should take a photograph of his house and send it to him. Stalker vibes. Oh, I didn't say that publicly. No, I didn't. Do you like a ginger cat? Tomsky, what's your favourite? Do you want a black cat or a ginger pussy? Tell you what, a black pussy.
Oh, he likes. Okay,
that's dedication. If I make you a black pussy, that's absolute dedication because that stuff makes you go blind.
We were happy to send it to you, Pirate. We wanted to let you know how special you are in our family.
Yes.
Joe, how many pages do you want the pattern to be?
He liked the glitter for sure.
Oh, what did we do last time? 12? Hang on.
I forgot you sent him the glitter.
Have a look.
A card with glitter on it.
Let me have a look at what I've got. Oh yeah, I'll whip through that. 1, 2, 3,
we even
4,
sent him
5,
stuff for his
6.
favorite team, which is an American sport, no less.
How many cubes is it over 10? What did we say? 130. So that would be 13. No, can we do 12 again, please?
Well, yeah.
The glitter's why he moved.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Joe, he said dealer's choice. So,
so he doesn't
How
discriminate.
funny.
He likes all cats.
Oh, okay. A little tortoise shell number, perhaps. A little torty, a naughty torty. Would you like a naughty torty pussy?
I'm so glad she's only drinking coffee today.
I know, right?
Only coffee. Boring, eh?
Look at go
It's
wrong.
a caffeine buzz.
And
yeah,
probably
okay.
have her project done any minute now because she's just sitting and knitting and
I know.
ignoring all this.
Done. You've got it
She's
now.
like-
It should be in your telegraph.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm not here. I'm not here.
I mean, if you have a preference on colours, I don't mind. I can knit whatever colours you choose. But, seeing as I'm knitting you a sample,
and you're the one telling him how to restructure the pattern. Usually test knitters actually start it before they tell us how to fix it. You're just like, no, I
not
don't
this
like this
perfectionist. Not this perfectionist, baby. Oh, I've already envisaged it, see? And it's going to look amazing. Any preference? Do you want 1, 2 single solid colours? Gee, I wish it was 3 colours. You're not bothered? Okay.
No, you do you. You do what you like.
Okay. Amazeballs. Looks great.
No.
Our friends from Politically Incorrect Knitters also have a knit along before I forget.
That's right.
Their Star Trek knit along. Check out their Instagram to get all the
Knit
details.
on and prosper.
Yeah, knit on.
That's what I said. I had a bone to pick with Anne, and then we got off topic. Anne, I went to screen Anne Pinkover. Pink, are you listening, girlfriend? I went to do the screenshot. I decided I'm not even going to look. I'm going to do the first page.
Okay.
Right? No. Everybody's bloody love heart likes cover up the bottom of my bingo card. I'm not freaking happy. Not freaking happy. I got Laurie Beekman's love heart on the bottom of my bingo page.
I'll send them to you.
Can you send me a clear copy off your computer? Because on my mobile phone, it comes up with everybody's bloody faces and love hearts. And I love Laurie to death. She's gorgeous. But I don't want her on my bingo card. I want a clean card.
I don't know if we can knit actual people, Tomsky. That would be a little tough. But I'm sure
I can't wait.
Would discuss it with you.
Yeah. Thank you, Therese. Can I have card number 1 off Insta?
Sure.
I saw glitter. I saw gold. I saw all sorts of exciting things. And I'm like, I'm in straight away. She's got me hooked.
I will send it to you.
Go to their Instagram because there's a lot of details. And I don't want to
go to Anne Pinkover. Go to Anne Pinkover.
Deplorable knitter. They both have.
And
then read the directions.
Or deplorable.
Read the directions, and you can cross post in our knit along as well as in the Cabot Code knit along. So
does it start today? Does it start today?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and thanks, Therese.
This month the color is gold.
Yeah. And I had that gold.
Yes.
I had that gold pulled out for the Sodotna, and I thought, whoa, I'm off to it. I'm going to mark off a square already as soon as I cast that on then.
Mm-hmm. Next month is red, and then January is blue.
Oh, see, next month, red. Right. Win our giveaway, and you'll have red yarn. Yep.
Amy, I'm coming on your podcast.
Therese is going on the once-a-year podcast. Oh, that'll be hard. How are you going to prep for that?
They do more than once a year.
You can't leave us. I will find you wherever you go.
You will. You will find me. You already found half of me, so you.
My mate David. I feel bad for him, but here's his socks that he could have had if his wife loved him more than I do. But I'm going to have them now.
He has socks that he's never worn. So
well, I'll be wearing these. You'll see these on me with my boots next winter.
Okay. And I'll take a picture and I'll send it to him and say, this could have been yours.
And he'll say, oh, it's Joe making me a pair. Yeah. Or imagine if I made him a pair and he wore them. Oh, how dead would he be?
Right here listening to this. He's sitting right here.
Considering Joe just claimed the socks that Therese made, that it totally fits.
Did I ever tell you when I first did the magazine about that guy that contacted me? And it was he knits jock straps. And he sent me a ton of pictures of men modeling jock straps.
No,
and
wasn't that very thoughtful of him?
And
is Tomsky listening? Tomsky's going to cop it. Hang on. I could do something for Tomsky.
Like submissions for the magazine or not.
Jock straps. Look, I've got my floss. I could do Tomsky one for his size with my floss.
Oh, Joe, you need to watch James N. Watt's latest, because he's got a jumper, a sweater that you are going to want to knit.
Uh-oh.
Tabitha's boyfriend has a new sweater design out.
Well, I don't know if it's a new one, but it's one that you need to knit when you see why he named it the way he named it.
Is it named Joe Bob?
Oh, wow.
No.
Is it named My Fucking Sweater or something? Oh. What?
Yeah,
no, it's not what it's called. The inspiration. It's called
Oh.
Beads of Joy. That's the name of the sweater.
Oh, God, no, Tomsky.
Oh, I have to go and have a look and watch James. I've
I'm
not watched
checking
his
out now
podcast for ages.
Clearly we have
really
gone off
funny.
the rails.
Oh,
It's
well,
a really
yeah.
good episode.
Is it DK or fingering, or do I not care? I'll still be knitting it.
It should be fingering, but I suspect it's
Okay.
DK.
Oh, now I'm curious.
Foreplay.
And then when you
It's
when you look at
foreplay.
the colours,
Okay.
the colours is
Yeah.
used are very, very interesting colours for
Oh,
what it's named
jeez.
after.
Now I got to watch this.
Really?
I've got to watch it.
Oh, come on.
I can
He
tell
is
you
You
a-
the
know what
exact
colour they come in?
he is a delight.
Go to 17 minutes and 52 seconds.
No,
and
you
that's
got to start from the
bit.
beginning with him.
Got to start. Yeah, I'm with Therese. Don't ruin it for me. I'm going to start from the beginning and be like, "Where's the funny bits?"
Do you think he will?
Wow.
About that pirate.
God.
Send me a jock strap and I'll model it for you. You liar, pants on
Yeah,
fire. You
Liz,
will not.
Liz, see what he said after that.
What did he say after that? Oh, goodness. Sweet
Now,
Jesus,
all
take
you
me
lovely
now. I
people
do
who are in
not
our chat
take me.
had no idea.
Take me
that
before I
Friday
see
was
that.
going to be
Why
like
it's
this,
called
did you?
Mayhem. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Because you know why?
crying.
We didn't know it would be like this either.
You know what? If Trump loses this election, I'm going to hold you to that, because, like I said, I'm going to take up all the bad things in life, and that'd be watching your two walnuts wrapped in a string.
Yeah,
They'd be
we're
like
gonna need a lot of
clackers.
interaction.
They'd be, imagine the string with the two clackers, the clicker clackers. Every time Tomsky takes a step, clack, clack, clack.
Oh Lord.
I'm going
Hey,
to bed.
Does it still count as talking about knitting?
You'll have to send me that photo to cheer me up.
Strap. Joe's knitting a jock strap, so yeah, good.
No,
Oh,
first
my
she's knitting
goodness.
knickers, and then she's knitting a jock strap, and then she's knitting a girlfriend.
So
She's going to be
she's
plenty busy this winter.
I am.
yeah.
I can't believe, I don't know. I know what bag Tabitha's knickers are in. It's only a little sock project bag. Do you know where I put it? No. Maybe somebody took it. Like one of those knicker fetish people. Maybe they heard me. But I mean, it's only like the crutch. It's only the gusset.
Knickers.
But that is the most important part, I guess. They're gone. Just like, boom, thin air.
I'm so sad she's not here for this episode because
No,
she would be.
She will be. She will be one day. She's going to be like, oh, thank Christ, I don't have to show them, model them. But she does. If I make them, she does have to
The
model
next
them.
Block magazine cover.
Oh, the mummager in her knickers. She'll make Tom wear them. She'll have everyone lined up.
Now we're really going off the rails.
With his bear.
What?
Yeah.
Did Tomsky say something naughty?
He said,
No.
who needs desk toys with clapping walnuts?
Clapping walnuts. That's it. That'd be a good name of a pattern. Walnut tree leaves. You could do clapping walnuts. That'd be a nice yoke. I'd love to wear your clapping walnuts on my chest. Nice yoke.
You'd
No,
have to add.
no,
You would have to add the
No,
hands.
Please don't say.
Oh my goodness. That's a good name for a pattern though. You have to
Yeah,
admit.
maybe the baby.
Oh my God.
Aw,
Tomsky, you
that's
made
so
me drop
cute.
a stitch.
What are you saying, Annie?
Oh,
How
Tom
big
Steve
are
made
you?
you drop the
gorgeous.
stitch. Really?
Annie's over there
Yes.
doing
It's been a
something
while
really
since
cool.
I've seen a newborn baby.
She's doing something really cool.
Oh, how
Where-
gorgeous.
They grow really fast.
I know. I
So-
just don't know if it'll be big enough.
Oh, of course it will be. Don't panic. It'll be beautiful.
It'll be look. It's
So
very
cute.
Oh,
Little
this
strawberry.
Small, but the
That's really
red
cute.
thing is narrower than the cardigan. It looks small like that, doesn't it?
All right.
They always look small, but then they're
You
big.
guys,
on boobs, yeah.
it's after 6, so we probably ought to let our
After
Brits
6?
go to bed.
It's after 1.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I do need to go to bed.
Mm.
Neil probably needs to go to sleep before someone else gives him some orders about his own chart.
Orders more trouble.
It's not orders. It's a collaboration of great minds.
I think they were, Debbie. I think they were.
Debbie.
Judging by the photos.
Oh, sorry. So Neil, why did you not take him up on the jockstrap pattern
Well,
design? What
I did
did he
say-
actually want to do?
I think
Or
he
was he
wanted
just
to
Sorry.
do a
showing off?
magazine. I think that's
Yeah.
what he wanted to do.
30 centimeters.
And I said, maybe
What
not
did
this
you
month.
say?
And you clearly said
Oh.
this isn't that kind of magazine. Not nearly anticipating this evening.
Well, what there is,
So
though,
did you?
as ladies of knitting, you won't know this, but when you're a male knitter, when you
Yeah.
are on Instagram, like you probably get inundated with men like Annie did recently. Well, male knitters do as well, because they all
Really?
assume
Yeah.
that all male knitters
You-
are gay. And
Oh, how
therefore
awful.
you get
What a
lot
stereotype.
of people contacting you with some strange propositions.
Oh.
I mean,
So, and I
don't know
think
about-
that's what that was. I think that's what he was doing.
No, I think pecker warmers are big business in the knitting industry, in the market industry.
Shall I see if I can find him
Oh.
again and then contact him and say, yes,
Well,
the
Joe-
demand is in. They
The
want
demand is in
jobs.
because there's
Well,
no
Joe,
undies. Like,
And the
Joe,
beard.
Joe, you're always
Pirate knows what
wanting
I'm
to
talking
knit.
about.
Joe, you want to knit for your market. There you go. Now you know what you can
yeah,
do.
for the market stall, pecker warmers are big business in the market industry, in the craft cottage industry. But because they don't have men's
Are they
knickers, like
really?
they have ladies' knickers. Yeah, people are like, what is that? And I'm like, it's a pecker warmer. Oh, got to have 3 of those. Yeah,
Why would you?
yeah, big.
Whatever.
Because they don't have men's underwear in knits. They only have ladies' underwear in knits.
Nobody.
If you do knit,
I know.
make sure it's merino.
Well, that's it. I'm wondering where that silk merino went. I don't know what happened to it. Maybe it's not the right thing. Maybe I'll have to just cast on again with something else until I find the silk knickers.
As soon as you do, you'll find them.
Oh, probably. I hope Travis, the new puppy, hasn't got to them and carried them around the house.
I bet.
I have such a bad joke about beards and gay men.
Well, now we need to hear it.
Yeah. Don't be shy. The world's going to end this week if Kamala wins the
please.
election,
I'm
so
waiting.
just get it over with.
I'm waiting for Joe to be yelling at her daughter that Travis stole her knickers.
Well, he pooped in the house. I'm not happy about that, I can tell you.
Travis.
Walked in and that was waiting for me. I'm like, gee, you could have picked that up before you left home.
BS, we could put
Good
them in
grief.
the feast or famine issue. That might work.
Are there Roman gods?
Why do gay men have beards too high? Oh, that took me a minute.
Oh, I love it.
I didn't
Oh
know.
my goodness, I love it.
You
Okay.
do know this will be on Crafts Night now. They'll be saying, oh, and they were saying homophobic jokes. They
Degenerates.
all laughed and they're
Degenerates.
all evil.
Far
Excuse me,
right.
It took long.
How
enough.
far right?
have we ever
Good joke,
said anything
Tomsky.
homophobic? No. We love
10 out of 10.
people.
I love my
Regardless.
gays.
But this,
Yeah.
don't forget, that's what happened to,
I love my
Oh.
gays.
forgotten his name, from the Canadian shop, the French Canadian
Oh,
one.
Oh,
Max and Vincent.
The one I don't like. Poor
Vincent.
Les Garçons.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that
the name
thing
of the
that
shop?
runs that shop. Oh, I can't stand her. Just saying, hello,
Who?
lovely. If you're troll hating us, I cannot
Who? Which
stand
one?
her. That one, the bossy one who had a go at Vincent.
Oh,
cow. The
yeah,
ugly
Zoe.
one.
Zoe.
Yeah, that one, the ugly one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hideous creature. She's a hideous creature, allegedly, and all that bullshit. She's hideous.
She's allegedly hideous. Okay.
No, no.
Tomsky, don't be sorry. It was still knitting after you got here, just not the knitting we were talking about before.
That's okay. No, don't. I
No,
can't.
you're not sorry.
I cannot
Stop
watch
it.
her.
You're not.
I cannot
Not
watch
true.
her. She's hideous. Ugh,
There's
yuck.
a few of them
Anyway,
out
is she a
there.
friend? Is she
I
a
don't
friend
know
of
who you're
yours?
talking about.
Who, Zoe?
Yeah, is she a friend of yours?
No, she was one of my what do you call it? Wasn't she one of my slip stitches? So I drew her.
Oh, yeah,
So she doesn't like
yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
So we all know what we're doing Tuesday morning. Watching
Crying
you and Tabitha.
or laughing. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh no, that'll be
And,
Wednesday morning when everyone's crying or laughing, won't it?
No, it'll be for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, because we're not gonna know for days.
Tomsky, the chat
Oh.
loves you because they're crazy like the rest of us. So it's all
Too big to rig. Too big to
God.
rig. I love that motto. That's fantastic.
Well,
I
they're
think,
crying.
yeah.
They're crying already. So
Yeah. Okay, so definitely Christmas sweaters have to be happening over the next couple of weeks.
yes.
What else?
Um,
I'm going to think of another sweater to do after my Mariana. I'm definitely going to cast on the vest over the Christmas break because I do get a few days off work. So that lovely vest that I started at the beginning of this year, I'm going to end the year recasting that back on and getting started on that.
Let me know.
And then
how
Neil and I can knit it. Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes.
well,
Neil and
yeah.
I can knit that into 2025.
I quit doing it because you had such trouble with it.
You said the size
It's too
was way
big.
off.
The sizing's way off.
Well,
The
that's what I was
wool,
saying.
if you're
That's-
using
now I
that
know
yarn,
That's why
Yeah.
I'll probably want to do it because I'm happy with it being bigger. Than
Yeah.
Well, I don't want
how,
it.
Yeah.
How much bigger did it come out? Do you remember?
Okay. Oh, it was massive. I took a photograph of it. I think I took a photograph of the measurements actually. I think it turned out to be something like 5 foot, over 5 foot wide. 5 foot wide, 5 feet
Is it like
wide.
my shawl?
Yeah. 150. I'm sure it was like 150 centimeters wide. It was huge.
You know you're supposed
Neil?
to knit it around, don't you?
I did.
Yeah, that's true.
Neil. So
Yeah.
Neil, in sweaters,
Uh-huh.
in sweaters, I usually go for a size 4. Like I go for a large, right? So
Right.
usually it's a large or a 4. With the Mariana, I went for a 3, knowing that my floats are never going to be too tight. It's going to be nice. It has a 4-inch to 10-inch ease, positive ease in it, and it's a finished measurement size. So I went for a size 3 with a positive ease, thinking doesn't matter if it's a little bit tighter. With that vest, I think I went for the size 5, and it was just massive. I came out to the same measurements on the diagram as the largest size.
Oh, really?
So was that yeah.
It carried
It
on
came
and
out.
made it for me.
It came out. Well, that's what I'm wondering. So, what size were you going to knit? Was it the
I'm going to go for
6?
I'm going to go for the biggest.
The
size.
largest size?
Yeah, the largest one. It's either the largest one or the one before it. I think it's the largest. I can't remember.
Because I think I was looking at the 4, thinking that was the large. Maybe I
What
went
I was
for
thinking
4.
about though as well is because it's Jameson's. It's not superwash, so it isn't going to grow, is it, when it's blocked?
No.
But that's the
So-
thing, because it is the Jameson. I found when I did the ribbing, it was the convoluted ribbing, and it looked like a good size. And I remember doing the gauge, thinking, this is great. I'm on point. I've got the right gauge. But as you went into the color work, it's just so soft, and it just warmed up and it just grew. So I did measure to start off as I was going for my gauge, and I was spot on. But
But do
as
you
I
think it
did
would-
the second
does
repeat, it was just
Jameson's-
growing.
Does
It's soft.
Jameson's sort of have memory when it's washed? Does it go back? Will it shrink?
I'm
Not
one.
shrink, but will it
Yeah.
tighten in?
No. Will it come back? I've never knit a garment with it. Only hats and now mittens with it. I think I'm just going to choose a
Shauna
size,
had the
go
same,
for
didn't
it.
she? 'Cause she was knitting it, and I think she stopped for the same.
I'm
reason.
sure hers grew.
Is Shauna still
And
here?
I'm wondering what yarn she used. Did she use the
think she used
Jameson's
Hope.
yarn?
No, she used
She
Hope.
used a different
'Cause
yarn.
I have
She was
holes
using-
for mine.
I have
yeah.
Hope. I have Hope for mine too.
Okay, so it's not the yarn. It's actually, I think it's the design then. It's the numbers.
Right.
I'm happy to choose a size, knit it and go for it. And whoever it fits, it fits. That's how I'm feeling. And I'm thinking I'll go for one of the smaller sizes now because mine grew. I mean, yes, if you were going to knit the largest size, I think I started on the 4. I'd have to go back and look on one of the podcasts what size I actually went with. And it was larger than the largest size dimensions
Wow.
for the schematics.
Good night. I'm going to bed.
Oh,
Night, Annie.
yeah, bye,
Thank
Annie.
you for being
Bye.
on.
Good night, Miss Annie.
I'll have to go shortly as well myself.
Yeah.
1:30.
Okay.
Although it is a Friday night. It's like, this is how I spend it.
Friday night. I know everyone at work on a Monday morning. Oh, what you do on the weekend? Did you have a good weekend? I'm like, oh, I partied. I knit the yoke of a sweater.
I knit so hard.
I'm ready to split for the body, and they're looking at me cross-eyed, like they don't know what I'm talking about. But no, they watched me. I was knitting that cow during my lunch break at work. The painting waves cow from Stephen West. Yeah. And the scrappy one, I just pick it up and knit a few rows. Oh, last night, I tell you what, I worked. I got up at 6, had to go to the supermarket, ran into work, was there before 9, and I was there still at 8:30 at night. I just worked so long a day yesterday. Drive an hour home, set the alarm for 7, wake up to Liz's message, and then said, yes, I'm awake, I'm coming into town. Drive the hour back.
Well, I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to go. So
No,
Think
that's
we all
okay.
need
We
to
should
go.
head off.
I shall
Yeah,
see
we
you.
should head
It's
off.
been fun.
Yeah, it's
Thank you guys. Thanks, Neil
Bye-bye.
and
Oh,
Annie.
are you closing up, are you?
Pretty
Yeah.
soon, yeah.
Yeah,
Should be.
stay for a
I need to go
second.
eat. I need to go eat.
And you'll be back on Monday, ladies?
Yes, we will be back normal on Monday. Until,
Okay, so
until we'll be on Monday until December 6th, and then that week will be on Friday. So that
Yeah.
we
Don't
can have our
forget,
Christmas.
we blocked issue 17 out now.
And
it's
it's
in
a
my link
lovely
tree
issue.
on my
17th out
Instagram.
do the cross stitch, man.
do the cross stitch. Hilarious.
If you want 3 witches on your wall, there's a great cross stitch of 3 witches. I should have done you at the stake, shouldn't I? Burning, you know.
Yes, yes.
Flames around me.
I mean,
Oh,
don't
how
just not that
funny.
I've talked about it yet.
I'm surprised you
get-
didn't.
Did I get your likenesses?
Mostly.
Oh, that's what I said, you cheeky bugger with that vest on. I looked at it, the first thing I saw was that bloody vest. But,
Well,
oh, you cheeky bugger.
Do you remember when you were all having a go at me because I kept saying to Therese, do you not wear anything other than
What?
black?
Right.
That's the
And
reason.
Oh.
It wasn't for any other thing. It's just that I wanted to know what she was wearing for the cross stitch.
Oh, okay.
All this time
Oh,
I've
you
been
did a-
thinking about that.
Oh, you did a fabulous
black again.
job.
And you all changed your bloody hair. Like, as soon as
Yeah,
I did
chopped
it,
her hair
you all
off.
did your
Yeah,
hair
yeah.
different.
Liz chopped her hair off. How funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I think they look fabulous. I think they look great.
Oh,
I should knit them into a sweater.
And you're in a
I got
car.
the colour of your car wrong, though.
Yeah.
But it had to be that colour just to work.
Oh, no, I like the seats. I looked at the seats and went, oh, don't I look cool in my mobile office? Yeah, it looks really, really good, Neil. Well done. Congratulations on another fabulous issue.
Well, thank you very much.
With
Thank you for your review.
oh, you're
If you-
welcome. It was fun.
if you haven't read Blocked and done the patterns, please do, because there's a lot of great
Oh.
patterns in the magazine.
You'll read
And you
that.
never know what kind of
Yeah.
articles they'll be either. That's what I like, because
Oh,
sometimes they're snarkier than you expect, and that makes it better.
no. No, but there's book reviews. There's
and I'm
dishing
extending
and
the
cloths.
competition till January the 15th.
Oh, there's a cow competition. Yeah, I screenshot that one so I can do that. Yeah. Fantastic.
All the fun things.
Oh, and the
Okay,
submission
guys, I'm
date for
going
the
back.
next issue is the 25th of November, before I forget. We're doing it
Yeah.
a little bit
Deadline?
earlier than
Okay.
normal. Oh, thank
Yeah.
you, Pirate.
There you go.
Okay, I'm going back to work. I'm going to eat my UK candy, eat my pastrami and cheese rolls, and get back to work on a Saturday afternoon. Have a great Friday night, everybody.
Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for hanging out with us. It got a little
Thanks
crazy.
for the mayhem.
It's what we do.
Never.
Have fun, like and subscribe if you liked us, which I would assume you do
Tell your
because you keep coming
friends.
back. So we appreciate that a lot. And
We
thanks,
do.
Tomsky, for livening up the chat as you do.
Cheeky sod. Gonna knit you a girlfriend.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.